What's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. I'm your host, Live Wire, and today I have a special guest with me, Nicole Marie. Ma'am, can you introduce yourself for the panel?
You just call me ma'am.
Hey, I'm sorry, but that's the manners that I have. So,
No, it's all good. But yeah, I'm Nicole. I have a YouTube channel, Nicole Uninspired. I just created it about 2 or 3 months ago. I played basketball all growing up, all through high school. I followed the WNBA back, when it was created back in the '90s. The Cheryl Swoops was my girl back then. And then Caitlin Clark brought me back, and yeah, so here we are creating Caitlin Clark content.
I know, right? It's funny because I remember when the WNBA started back then as well because I
Yeah.
was a huge Houston Comets fan and Cheryl Swoops. I liked her, but I don't. I mean, the Cheryl Swoops back then, not the Cheryl Swoops now.
Forget the now. Yeah.
Yeah, forget the now and everything like that. And I was a huge Houston Comets fan. And after they won, and I was in and out of it, a little bit here and there. And then uh last year, when Caitlin Clark came into the W, that I actually followed her from college into the W, and so I started, doing Indiana Fever and a lot of Caitlin Clark content and stuff like that, and try to cover a little bit more of the W as well, with other players as well, But I'm here, so I just the only thing that's saddening right now is her being injured. That's the thing.
Dude. Dude, I was so excited. My husband and I bought tickets a couple months ago to go to Indy when they played New York because I'm actually a New York fan also. Um, and then I heard she got injured, so she should be back by the 14th. That's
Yeah.
about 3 weeks, so I'm hoping she's back. But if she's not, I hope Stephanie White makes changes because if this Fever team plays like they did this last game, I don't know if I'm going to go to that game. That was brutal.
Yeah, because I think they play Washington again on June 3rd next week, and I kind of, I went to the Atlanta game when they played down in Atlanta, but the main thing I think they need to change is the point guard position. I think everything else is fine. They really need a floor general that could really get everything. Now, what I'm looking at tonight is that the lineup, if they gonna run with the same lineup they had with Sid Colson starting, because if she does, because I feel like this: if you have DeWanna Bonner who could dribble up the court, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hall, Kelsey Mitchell, and Leah Boston. If you start that game with them, put Natasha Howard on the bench, bring her in to sub and have that fast paced offense going. Get that offense going out fast because you have multiple ball handlers on the court at that time. And then when you need to sub, you could just sub in whoever you want to sub in at that time. I just think that they need to start out fast. They don't need to start out stagnant the way they did against Washington, a game that they could have won, but it was just a lot of bad decision making, a lot of one on one, a lot of you know hero ball, and you can't play that way. So they got to figure out a lot. So it's very interesting to see this game now with the Connecticut Sun. They do have Marina Mabry, game time decision, and somebody else game time decision. So they kind of a little banged up.
I think it was, yeah, I think there was one out and then two or three questionable for
Yeah.
tonight's game.
What's going on, Fred? Glad to see you in here and everything like that. So, a lot of guys, a lot of people come in and have their thoughts and stuff like that. I was just trying to stay. I took a break yesterday. I gave myself an off day yesterday
Yeah.
because I didn't want to deal with, it's so much negativity about the team and um Stephanie White and all of this stuff. And I just like, man, we only 5 games into the season. And I understand the expectation and everything, but at the same time, we have to be realistic about the team too, you know.
I think like so I did a video on that, and I took the stance of I admitted I was wrong. I was one of those people who was like, let's start Sophie Cunningham as the point, because we were
Mm,
told she used to play the one, and we were told she can play 1 through 4, and she's really good. I would say she's better in the 2-ish, 3-ish.
yeah,
But when I saw her run the point, she cannot handle the ball. I don't know if it's rust, I don't know what it is, but she looked clumsy. Sydney Colson, I would prefer her bringing the ball. At least she can dribble the ball up
yeah,
half court. The problem with Colson is her decision making is so slow. Like
yeah,
and you can't run a fast offense with Sydney Colson at the point because she's slow. Her
yeah.
brain doesn't work that fast. So
Hmm.
I don't Kelsey can't play the point because her head's down and she's just dribbling
Yeah,
up the court. She's either going to take it to the hole or dribble, 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 step back three. So like with Caitlin Clark out, it's really shining a light on their lack of true point guard, because this
yeah.
team doesn't seem to be able to create their own shot. And the last game showed that. A lot of them
Hmm.
cannot create their own shot. Caitlin, like Boston, that was a terrible game offensively for her. But the problem is it's not all her fault. It's
Yeah.
you have the Kelsey and the Lexi Hall did a good job with getting the ball in the paint. But a lot of people can't pocket pass. They can't do that overhead pass. They're not
Hmm.
Caitlin. So with her being out, it's shining a light on a true gap in their team. And I don't know that it's going to improve because I don't know that they have the personnel to fill that gap.
Yeah. And that's another thing that I really think about too, is because I feel like if Caitlyn has to be out a month, they will have to cut somebody. They really will have to look into.
Bringing Grace
um
Berger back.
you could bring Grace back. You could bring Grace back. You could bring in Sadell. You could either get Kelly, who with the aces drop, that could really
Oh
create her
yeah.
own shot, and she could handle the ball, and she's very easy. She could get her own shot, and she know how to distribute. So there's options there. Um, but I don't know. I think Caitlin's gonna be back. Well, I think Caitlin's gonna be back. She's gonna be back quicker than we think. Cause I watched her on the sideline the other night, and she was disgusted. She
Shooting the
was,
three.
yeah, she was so disgusted being on the sideline because I had to work Wednesday, but when I got off Thursday morning, I actually went back and watched the whole game, and I could just see her face, man. She was
Mm-hmm.
like, I really want to be out there, but I understand everything, how it is and stuff like that. But I think they're just gonna have a variety of quick paced people in the game to do the things that they need to do here and there, because they they really, I understand the pickups that they got, but I was really wanting them to pick up a point guard. I really wanted them to pick up that point guard because I look
They
at the con.
had one though. They had one,
Yeah,
and they got rid of her and brought Sydney Colson in. I didn't understand that. They had a point guard.
yeah, because what Grace she was on a rookie
Grace is a
deal.
true, yeah, she's still on her rookie contract, and she's
Yeah,
a true point guard. That's her position.
yeah, and see, you could have easily had her to come in and
Yeah.
facilitate and stuff like that, and she
Hmm.
does. She has a nice little mid range
That's
game
what I was
as
gonna
well.
say. Yeah.
So I like her, and but 90,000 for Sid Colson, and you really ain't getting that much from her. And her contract is unprotected, so maybe they they might cut her midway through the season. I don't know. A lot of people want her cut. They want Bree Turner cut. Bree is just there for defense purposes and rebounds. But I say now with Kaylin out, I think they need to play everybody. They need to
Yeah.
play everybody. They don't need to keep nobody on the bench. They need to throw bodies out there as much as they can to be disruptive,
Yeah.
especially when you playing teams that has a. To me, the New York game was a prime example where you could have used Tipson and Bree Turner in that game, because that would have disrupt a lot of what Stewie and Jarquel Jones was doing a lot more, and you could have got a lot of open fast breaks to
Yeah.
eat to easy scores, and they didn't do that, and
They
so
tried. Kelsey tried pulling a Caitlin Clark, and she got intercepted.
yeah. that was
That was
bad.
bad.
Yeah, that was so bad. I was like, and you left-handed. And I'm like, no, you gotta you gotta like because Lexi Hall was wide open. She was so wide open.
Yeah.
So, I mean
Lexi
that's
Hall is good running the point. Like I think because I think is probably out of the options, I think Lexi has the best passing ability out of Sid Colson.
hmm
Sophie Cunningham just can't she just can't handle the ball. She
yeah
can't handle the ball. But out of Sid Colson, Dewana Bonner, I don't want to see her bringing the ball up, but she can at least bring it to half court and pass it out. But
yeah.
those two, Dewana Bonner, I don't mind, and Lexi Hull, I think
hmm
should be outside of Sydney Colson the only two to touch the ball at 94 feet. I don't want to
yeah.
see anyone else touching the ball.
I agree with that. I mean, because I was when I watched the game and I was like, well, why? And but even before that game, I was like really saying why they not allowing the one Bonner to bring the ball up. You know, why they not allowing Lexi to try some? And
Mm-hmm.
then I start seeing more. You know, a few games to go, I'll start seeing more of uh Kelsey Mitchell's bringing the ball. Usually, I'm like, nah, this is Kelsey does not pass. I don't care what she did in China. That it's not. That don't matter to me. It's because I know how she operates, and when you really just need to focus and pass the outlet pass, she makes some little passes here and there when it's she's not being rushed. And sometimes I think when she's being rushed and she's trying to speed up the game, she gets a little bit out of control a little bit. So
I think she feels, and Marina Mabry, I have the game on the side here. She is
yeah,
in today, so that's going to be dangerous for Indiana because she's actually really good. She's playing very well this year. But Kelsey Mitchell, I predicted this would happen, that she's reverting back to old habits because she's
hmm
feeling the pressure that she now has to perform.
yeah. Oh, that yeah, I agree. Fred Simpson, she must see the floor because
Nice
honestly,
shot.
oh, you're ahead of me.
Oh snap! Sorry,
No, you good. You good.
it's 0-2. What do you got?
I have the jump off,
Oh,
jump ball. So because hopefully, I mean, you could go ahead. I'll follow behind you. I'll follow. I'll follow behind you. Don't even worry about that. I got you. I agree with Fred. Tishman must see the floor tonight. She definitely has to see the floor tonight.
from a defensive end, I mean, what do you have to lose, really,
See,
playing her?
I like that with Lexi. Lexi has mastered that mid-range section a
Hmm.
lot more this year than she did last year, and she's being more aggressive with it.
Yep. She started that in Unrivaled. Like that league was trash. But
Yeah,
um
so trash.
but the thing with Lexi, I saw, and Angel too, to her credit. But Lexi specifically, since we're talking Fever,
Mhm.
you saw the evolution of her game towards the end of the Unrivaled
Yeah.
season. You saw her being more aggressive and
hmm
creating more of her shots because last year she would be more of a passer and she wouldn't try to take it to the hole as much.
Yeah.
Now she's using her body and bodying her way to get those buckets.
See, I don't. This should have. This lineup should not have been on the floor right there. Like Tina Charles and Leah Boston done had some. They done had some battles, and Leah Boston has got the better of her from last year and everything.
I like Dantas on defense. I don't
Oh my
know.
gosh, I'm so in love with
Yeah.
Demiris Dantas. I'm a who's
Yeah.
man. Let me tell you. So last year when I started covering the Fever, and people was talking about Dantas being on the team. And I did a video a while back, and I was like, Dantas could play.
Yeah.
She has that Derek Nowitzki type style of play. She could post in, she could fade away, she shoots threes well, and then now she slimmed down to be able to
That
run the
yep.
floor a bit more. So I'm loving it. I'm like, I'm really loving it.
Someone
So,
mentioned in a comment on one of my videos about Dantas because I mentioned being impressed with Dantas this year because she's slimmed down, she's faster, she's
mm,
stronger, she's more efficient. But having Dantas in the paint and moving Boston to power forward
Mm-hmm.
because honestly, Dantas played, at least the game she was in, plays more physical, and I think she dominates the floor, the paint more so than Boston. Boston's weak. She
Yeah.
doesn't use her size
Oh yeah, she
still.
get pushed around so
Yeah.
much, man.
And she doesn't box out.
Yeah, and I every time she plays, um, what's the young lady down in Washington? She plays her every time, and she really pushes
Oh,
Boston around.
are you talking Kiki?
Not Kiki. Kiki just got there, but I think her
Yeah.
name's Stephanie.
Oh,
Oh,
Dolson?
Dalton, yeah.
Yeah.
Dalton pushes her around so much, and I'm like, why are you allowing her to push you around? So, and
Yeah.
I don't understand that. And she like every time she trying to get position, it seems like Dawson finds a way to get around her and everything like that. So I think you're right about that. I think Dantas will play better at center
Hmm.
and having her out as the power forward to to do more of the pick and pop
Yeah.
situation.
Or they can tag team too. I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know how big Dantas is, but she just plays stronger.
yeah. And see, Dantas stretches the floor because she can shoot threes, and she
Yeah.
sets better screens than Leah Boston too.
At least Aaliyah Boston's holding her screens a little longer
Yeah,
this
yeah,
year.
yeah. She hasn't had last year. It was. Woo, she
It
wasn't
was
even.
bad.
It was like a half a second. What's going on, Bluegrass? Fred
AB
said,
needs the dog in her, man.
yeah.
She needs to use her 6'5" frame. She slimmed down too this year.
Yeah.
Boston. She got in better shape.
Mm-hmm.
See, I,
You see Caitlin over
ooh,
there.
ooh.
Mm.
Boston just bodied that way to her shot. It's 10-4 on my end.
It's 8-4 my end, so I'm behind a little bit.
They're looking good so far, though. They're hitting their
Yeah.
shots. They're not missing bunnies. They're
Uh-uh.
hitting their shots.
I love. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but when they play in that Rebel Red jersey, I get so hyped
Do
because
you?
they rarely lose in that jersey.
I guess that's true.
They rarely lose in that jersey. See, what Sid need to do, like she hesitated. She should have kept pushing and allowed Boston
Yeah,
to could go further to the paint and had Lexi coming down, because then you would have had a closer option to pass. She stopped at the top of the key.
she stopped. Yeah, she could have brought it all the way too.
Yeah.
Look at that, Lexi making her shots.
Mm-mm.
Sophie Cunningham's not in uniform though, is she? Is she out?
No, she's on the sideline. I don't think she's.
I didn't see her in uniform though.
I didn't read it. And the scouting report didn't say
I
she
mean,
was out too. Let me check Twitter real quick.
or
So the
maybe
start.
she's.
Okay, the
Yeah,
thing
she's got
starting.
something. She's got a brace on her back or something.
Yeah, she probably warming her back up. She'll probably be in there. So what I'm Alyssa Thomas, she's ruled out for Friday too.
Oh, Alyssa Thomas.
Yeah, I
Is it
think
her
she
leg again?
probably. She broke her forearm. A bone broke in her forearm. A couple of games ago last week. I think a game was last week. They had to pop it back in place.
Holy cow!
It
Because
was.
she
It
still
was.
has that shoulder issue. That's why she shoots with one hand.
Yeah, that when they showed that was ugly. That bone popped out. I'm glad I never had a broken bone. I am so
Oh, what
thankful.
game did that happen in?
Oh, I forgot what game they played, but they showed it on sideline, and they was like, they. Oh man, it was just ugly. I didn't want to watch it no more. So yeah, they got her ruled out. Um, they say Paige played the whole second half with a concussion.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Damn right, Frederick. Lexi is nailing her shots, man. She's looking good today. Lexi's
Yeah,
looking good so far.
I got my Lexi on my prize picks for 9 points.
Do
So
you?
yeah, she's cooking for me right now.
Oh, she's got to have at least six.
Yeah, she
Let
might
me
be
put
the
the
high.
box score.
So I think from what I'm seeing right now, they playing a little bit more aggressive.
I think they made adjustments. They're not doing this stupid motion offense like they were, like just pass around the perimeter. I
Yeah.
think I think they're trying to push the pace. It seems like they're trying to push
The
the
push
pace. Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. Because they need to. They need to push the pace more. They can't sit there like the motion offense is good when you playing bigger teams when you need to get back door. And
Yeah.
that's why I was trying to tell people the motion offense and the read and react is similar, but they operate differently because one is more fast paced. The other one is kind of like designed to move the freedom of movement, but you have to be able to hit your cuts right. You have to hit everything precisely, and if you don't, it's gonna lead to turnovers. And that's why I was just telling people they just need to like relax. It'll work itself out. It'll work itself out eventually because they got to learn each other. They still new to this. They all new.
I've I agree, and I don't know if we talked about this backstage or if we did it when we were live, but the whole Stephanie White thing. But you have to think Washington Mystics are new. Like they have a team full of rookies. Like
Mhm.
a lot of these teams are new and are performing better than the Fever. Like the Fever just looked like trash the last few games, and I
Yeah.
think that's because Stephanie White was trying to change up their offense. We didn't bring her in to change up the offense. We brought her in to help with the defensive end. Our
Yeah.
offense was
I
cooking.
to enhance the offense more
Yeah,
with the
not
players you
change it.
have. Yeah, not yeah, exactly. And I think she's gonna realize that as the season go on, she's gonna have to like, okay, I'm gonna just have to turn Caitlin loose and let her. Lexi's got 4 points right now. Her and Boston is the high scorer of the team. So
So she, yeah, 4 points. I thought she scored more than that. So
it
yeah, I
looked
have four
like it.
points. Yeah, but they're looking better. They're looking better this game.
Yeah.
So I think she took them out of the slow down motion offense. I think she's just letting them run a more
Mhm.
fluid, fast pace. See, they're pushing the ball up the court. So
Yeah.
Kelsey Mitchell with the midi missed.
Yeah.
Their defense is looking better too.
Oh yeah, there is. And I just don't like. I really do have a problem with the officiating because the officiating is really like to me. I feel like if they don't get the benefit of calls like they should, and
Dude.
and they need to be able to get them calls like, hey, you know, and it's just hard. It's just like they be wait the. It's like they wait on it.
Did you see the New York game? What was it yesterday?
Yeah, they cheated.
Um Stewart had what 17 free throws or whatever, 19 free throws or whatever.
She's becoming becoming a doggone foul merchant, just like SGA. They doing the same thing. And I watched the press conference on YouTube, and Sabrina Neska, she was laughing about it, calling her SGA, and I was like, that's not funny. I was like, you really cheating the game right now. I was
Yeah.
like, and now you're doing what SGA is doing because I don't really care for SGA doing that. I'd rather you, if you really that good, do it. You know what I'm saying? Get to the line. Look at what's the girl name from Washington Mystics?
Which one?
Um,
Sonia Citron?
no, the other one.
Kiki
Um,
Irfan?
no, she's a starting guard. I,
Oh, uh
I can't remember her
help
name.
us.
She's
Hold on.
she's like real fast, quick, get down,
Yeah.
and
Dang.
she doesn't even she drives to the basket to get the fouls. Let me go back real quick. I'm gonna
I'm
see.
looking. I'm looking at their roster cuz it's going to
Uh
drive me crazy. You're talking Brittany
oh,
Sykes.
Sykes, yeah.
Yeah.
Brittany Sykes, she could get to the basket and draw a foul without even flopping.
Yeah, Frederick. Yesterday, I watched Liberty game, and if opposing player looked at store, I'm telling you. And the thing is, though, like I made this comment in one of my videos. The the Atlanta game that you were at, the way
Hmm.
Caitlin was guarded, I think
Yeah.
was the most egregious game that
Oh
I've
yeah.
seen on any player being guarded like she was
Hmm.
guarded and getting away with it. But at the same time, if you're, because I'm a competitor, I was a scrappy player. I was between a one and a two.
Hmm.
Um, Primarily a shooting guard, but I had the ability to run the one. So I was scrappy, I was aggressive, I was super competitive. So if the referees are letting you play a certain way and you're
Hmm.
getting away with it from a competitor standpoint, why, you know what I mean? If you're getting away with it, then keep doing it from a competitor standpoint. So I kind of understand both sides
Yeah.
of the coin. That's more of a ref thing, but people were getting so mad at the way she was being guarded. I was too. But
Yeah.
that's a ref thing, not so much a player thing. So if the refs are letting you get away with it, why change it? It's working and you're getting away with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And see, the thing about it is like Kaylin is the only player in the league that really gets picked up 94 feet, face
Oh yeah.
guarded, and all of that stuff. I watched Brittany Griner put her whole big hand over Caitlin's face last year. And then she gave her an elbow to the face
Yeah, to the
in
face.
that same game. I was like, come on, man. It's like, girl, you 6'9". Your arm shouldn't even be extended that much out just to hit somebody. Come on. But it's just I understand it, but I think it's not right because Caitlyn should get nice passes. There we go. And see, that's
Yes.
what Sid needs to do right there. That play. Drive, kick out, and allow everybody else to do the work.
Yep.
Nice defensive hand.
And they're creating
Woo!
their own shots tonight. Oh,
Mm-mm.
snap. Oh, Sheldon just that was a wicked foul. I don't know how behind are you? I'm at 239.
Uh, I'm just watched the Sophie hit that last jumper.
Oh. Are
Uh,
you watching? I'm watching on WNBA.
League pass.
Yeah.
Then I might need to switch then because I'm watching on Ion. That's probably why I'm.
Oh.
That's probably why I'm behind. Cause so let me. I'm going to switch real quick. You can go ahead and keep up. It ain't gonna take me but a quick second. That's probably why I'm a little bit behind. Cause lead pass is on point.
DB? Oh. Yeah, they have so it's oh, Sheldon. Sheldon's nice. I like Sheldon.
Yeah, she's
Um I think they have who's out there? They have Lexi, Sophie Cunningham,
Dewana Bonner.
Dewana Bonner, Boston. Okay. So they just added Sophie to this. Who did they swap out? Howard started, right?
Yeah, swap out Howard. Okay, I'm at 215, 214 right now.
Okay. I'm at 205, so you're a little closer.
Yeah, a little closer. All right, I'm at 205 now. Now,
Yay!
so but
Dude,
ooh,
they're looking so much better tonight. Oh my
yeah.
god.
Because that's the thing. They need to play. There go JC Sheldon. She better
So I'm
glad
saying,
Caitlin. She better glad Caitlin ain't playing this game. She would have got the business.
ooh. I don't think Sheldon and Caitlin Clark like each other very much from college.
Nah.
The way they play each other, ooh.
You know what's funny though? Why you said that? Because
Yeah.
I got this. I'm working on a video, and I'll probably do it around have it ready by Sunday because
Okay.
somebody showed like all these hits Caitlin Clark had got, and I call it the Caitlin Clark rules. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it together because it's kind of funny in a sense. So I was watching how JT Sheldon played her last year. I was watching how she played against Reese. Then I watched how she gave Ryan Howard the business last year and this year. And I was like, you know what's funny? Caitlin Clark then gave them all the business in college. So I could understand why they feel some type of way,
Oh yeah.
because she was giving it to them. And Ryan, and like I like Ryan Howard's game to a certain point, but
Yeah.
she's a shot jacker. She's
Yeah.
and if she on, she on. But when she's not on, and then now they trying to make her like she's a defensive specialist. Now you're not really a defensive specialist because Caitlin Clark has cooked you all last year.
She's a dirty defensive player so far this year, Ryan Howard. And
Yeah.
I was a fan of her game too, but she's she's upping her defensive dirty play this year. I don't know if it's on everyone, but Caitlin Clark,
I
yeah,
didn't
that
see.
was that
She
was
didn't do it
dirty.
against. She didn't do it against Paige. She didn't do it the other Campbell game. It was just
Yeah,
only
see.
against the Fever. She was doing it, and I was Sidney Colson looks hurt.
Oh snap! I just
Yeah,
saw
she's
that.
hurt.
Okay, so Gregory, I believe. Hold on, the score is 18-19. Indy up. Coming up, coming to 1 minute 17 seconds left in the first.
Ooh, she fell on.
Ooh,
She fell on her left leg.
yeah, I think she hurt her knee. She was grabbing at her knee.
Hmm.
That's a problem. I think Lexi's got to bring the ball up if she sits out for a couple plays.
This is why I said that when Caitlin went down, they should have went to the league and said, "Hey, we need a 10-day emergency contract."
Oh, she's going to the back. Oh, they're bringing her back to the
Yeah.
locker rooms. Oh, that's not good.
See, and that's why I was saying because when Caitlin went down, they should have been able to have emergency hardship contract for a player to pull up automatically until because you didn't know how long Caitlin's gonna be out. Now you got Sid going in. She's
Yep.
hurt.
Oh, I posted anytime in a post for both of us.
So that's fine.
My
Yeah, that's
bad.
fine. You good, you good. So therefore that's why I was like trying to figure out why they couldn't get a hardship contract player on there for like a 10-day contract until you see how where Caitlin's at. Now if if Sid's out for some time, you got two players down. You're going to need to replace two players or a player.
Does the WNBA do hardship contracts?
Yeah, they do.
They
They
do?
do. Yeah, because they was doing it so much last year for other teams. They was bringing in 10-day contracts, keeping
Oh
them on a
yeah.
roster. And with the feature college, she was out almost half of the first half of the season before the All Star break.
So they have Howard bringing the ball up. See, no, no. See, she lost the ball. So like the problem with Howard is once she has the ball in her hands, no one will ever see that ball again.
Yeah,
And it's
she's just
usually a
like Kelsey.
turnover.
She's just like Kelsey Mitchell. I
Yeah.
don't, and that's why I don't like her in the starting lineup with Mitchell
No.
either. Even with Caitlin there, they need to have.
That was a bad pass. Did you see that,
Yeah,
Kelsey Mitchell? Yeah, they need to have Sophie Cunningham. I don't know if the chat is watching the game, but just in case, Sophie Cunningham is handling the ball. She is playing a lot better, light years better than last game.
yeah.
She drove to the basket, and her handles were so much tighter than last game. Last game, she looked a hot mess. This game, if she handles the ball like that,
Hmm.
I wouldn't have a problem with her bringing the ball up if Colson's out. Maybe it was a fluke last game with her.
Yeah. And see, right now they don't. I'd rather see Sophie or Lexi handle the ball and
Right.
let Kelsey and Howard play off them because
Yeah.
they play better off ball than they play better on ball.
Kelsey's
Eh,
not a point guard. She's not a shot creator. She's a shot maker.
Yeah,
See, and she's handling the ball. Kelsey Mitchell. See, dribble, dribble. You're wasting. You're playing too much.
yeah. You're
She's
wasting
playing too
too.
much, and that was a dangerous pass.
Yeah. This and now, oh man, see that's what I'm saying. To be honest, a lot of teams getting injured early on in the season already. A
Because of the
lot.
dangerous. Have you seen the defense compared to last year? Like these refs are awful.
Yeah.
There's two
Th-
concussions. We had
Yep.
I don't know how many concussions we had last year. We have two concussions and we're like 4 or 5 games in.
And I think after the season, I think it's going to be a rule change. It has to be
Has to
because
be.
because I feel like all of these all of these players is getting injured. You got two star players. You got Paige. Now you got Caitlin out, and you now Alyssa Thomas. She probably be out. Don't know how long she'd be out, but you got all these players being out, and it's taking a lot a toll on some of these teams that's undefeated or trying to get back into the middle of the pack or whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. You're gonna have to adjust the rules on these fouls. You have to because there. I mean, if you get, I'm just if you get, say you get Caitlin, Asia, Fee, um, Sabrina, all of them be out. Say they get hurt and be out for about 2 or 3 months. Nobody's going to be paying a lot of attention to these games. You got to be able to protect the star players. I don't. I mean, I get it. Caitlin's second year, she's a star player. She's one of the top stars in the league. You have to protect her. It's. I don't care as all of this. Oh, she got to earn her stripes. Nah, she's earned. She's branded.
Yeah.
So you can't really sit there and say she needs to earn anything. She's branded. So me personally, it's crazy right now to see all of these injuries, and a lot of this due to me. I feel like they playing overseas and they playing in the Athletes Unlimited with Sydney play at, and then you got Unrivaled.
Yeah.
These leagues don't serve these teams better. I mean these players better because it's going to they playing almost all year. Almost it's
Yeah.
just like how Caitlin came out of college last year and went straight into the W, and it took a toll on her.
No, for sure. She didn't have her three until after Olympic break because her legs were smoked. But I did a video about the refs, and I found it shocking on how the refs one are chosen and how the rules for the parameters of the fouls are called. And it's
Yeah.
based off of a committee on
Mm-hmm.
general managers, stakeholders, and the coaches aren't involved, the players aren't involved. And I think that's a disservice because the players are the ones getting hurt. But they
Mm-hmm.
have these rules in place, and they're the rules are fine, but the problem is it's just not consistent. Even in one game, you watch a game and you have no idea what is a foul because they'll call, a ticky-tack touch foul on
Mm-hmm.
one player, and then on the other end they'll let you face guard them, pull on them, bear hug them on the other end, and don't call a foul. So it's not consistent, and I'm not sure what the repercussions of that are because it's based off of the GMs. And the problem with that is if it's calls and plays that the refs are helping their team, what's the incentive for the GMs
Mm-hmm.
to make a change for how the games are being called? So I feel like they need an unbiased committee
Yeah.
where they don't have skin in the game. The GMs have skin in the game. So I don't know. I think they need to change the makeup of the committee.
Yeah, I agree with you on that because just like you look at the NBA, I mean, they rule that rule with SGA the way you remember when James Harden used to do it so much, all the flopping and all of that stuff,
Oh
and they changed the
yeah.
rule. They are changing the rule. Watch, I think the NBA going to change their rule again after what has happened with SGA because they not going to allow that it's kind of like an offensive flopping foul, you know.
That's what Stewart has mastered.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's like mm. See now, it's like now they playing aggressive, they caving in on. That's why you need that threat of having Caitlyn out there. She makes everybody life so better because
Hmm.
she picks up all the pressure and everybody can
Yep.
play loose. Now you don't
Correct.
have that.
And she creates a shot for them. Now they're
Mm,
forced to create their own shot. But
yeah,
in in their defense, it's tied 23-23,
yeah.
9 minutes to go in the second. Their defense, oh, that was a lapse on Sophie. But their defensive game is so much tighter. There's not a lot of mixed mismatches.
Hmm.
They look like they're hitting their spots, they're hitting their players. I feel like overall they're clicking on both ends right now. I think they're looking really good.
Yeah, I thought
Kels
Boston had like 3 fouls.
in this game.
Yeah, it seemed like
So
it the way they was calling the first quarter.
so they got Howard has 2 fouls. Boston has 2 fouls. 10 points so far for Boston, and
Hmm.
she's got 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Colson, she has 1 foul, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Lexi Hall 4 points. Sophie Cunningham has 5 points off the bench and 1 assist.
So Lexi got 5 points off the bench and 1 assist.
No, Sophie Cunningham
Oh,
has Sophie Cunningham has 5 points off the bench. Lexi
wow.
has 4. So that's what I'm saying. Like Sophie last game looked awful. This
Hmm.
game,
A little bit
Sophie's
better.
back. Yes, and
Yeah.
Lexi too. Both of them are firing on all cylinders tonight. You got DB bringing the ball up.
Hmm.
Ooh, nasty defense on Mabry. Oh, got the ball back. Going in for the layup. Got it. DB, let's go.
Yeah, I want her to get. I want her to get off because I think she could really.
I think last game she got her confidence back, and now she's good. VVS says if I see Natasha bring the ball up and
Mm.
turn it over one more time, so I'm
And
saying.
she should have got a foul. DB should have got a foul in that basket.
Oh, she should have. Let me see. They're
Yeah,
replaying
she
now.
stole when they stole the ball and she went in for the layup.
She didn't touch anyone in a layup unless it was a foul before. I didn't see. I don't know. I didn't see what happened leading up to it.
Yeah, Boston got her third now.
She constantly gets fouls though. She gets in
She,
foul trouble early
third,
in a lot
yeah.
of games. Gregory, I'm pretty sure that Caitlin has more game sense than a lot of coaches. If I was Stephanie White, I just turned. Yeah, hopefully she does. I hope these games show White that she needs to just let Caitlin be Caitlin because without
I mean,
Caitlin,
go ahead. My bad, my
oh no,
bad.
I was just gonna say without Caitlin. Although this game they're playing better, but without Caitlin, um, they're not obviously they're not as good, and we knew that. But they don't have any playmakers really outside of
Uh,
Clark.
Exactly, and to be honest, it's going to be almost like how they was last year. Um, ooh, nice pass to Didi.
Dantas is on the floor. They
Yeah,
took Boston out. Dantas on the floor. I would like to see Boston and Dantas on the floor together.
yeah. See how Dantas makes them how how Dantas comes in easy. Mitchell got to get her shot right. I don't know what's going on with her.
I don't know if it's her finger on her shooting hand because it's
Yeah,
dislocated. I don't know if that's affecting her shot, but yeah, her shots has not been falling.
I do want to look at it. I mean, she didn't even do nothing to Tina Thompson. They just called a foul.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I mean, these tough fouls is
that's what I'm saying. That's why she gets in foul trouble so early in the games because she like, uh, and oh DB. But in the ref's defense, a lot of times Boston doesn't go straight up either.
yeah.
That's the problem. She tilts her arms down. DB's being super aggressive tonight.
Hmm.
I'm liking that.
Man, Kelsey had Lexi Hall all the way in the corner, and she has just kept driving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She doesn't because she doesn't look up.
Yes, that's what DB need to do. She needs to be just like how Caitlin is. Go to the basket,
Yep.
pick up the foul. That's what I was saying. If you drive to the basket and start relying on just, that's what the referees in the W don't do differently from the NBA. The NBA, you would get that foul from on the jump shot, but in the W, you don't. But you would get it more so if you drive to the basket.
Right. Right. because the plays happening is so bang 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 down
Yeah,
at the down under the basket. It's hard for the refs to discern.
yeah. So that's why I was kept saying like when Caitlin's shot wasn't falling in that Liberty game, I kept screaming, "Go to the basket, go to the basket. They can't stop you. Go to the basket, go to the basket." And when
Yeah.
she did start going to the basket, she was able to pick up a foul a little bit more or finish at the basket. Also, because they'd be scared to foul her, so they kind of allow her. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, I think Caitlin should be more aggressive, going to the basket more, especially if she knows us. And then get her mid range going. Go start finding your mid range. You got to
She's been
make the
hitting that more this year though. She's been hitting that.
yeah, in the first
Yeah.
couple games, yeah, because
Yeah.
you got to make the defense play you differently. Because if they don't play you differently, see, I love. Oh, see, that's what Dantas brings to the game. She had Tina Thompson, then she dropped back into coverage,
Yep.
and then she forced Tina Thompson the second guess her shot.
That's why I would like to see Dantas in the starting lineup. Maybe you take Howard out
Hmm.
and put Dantas in, but Dantas, I think Dantas needs to be in the starting lineup while Cece's out because she's wreaking havoc on the defensive
Yeah,
end, and she spreads the floor more than Howard doesn't spread the floor.
exactly.
She's not an outside threat. Dantas is an out. She can shoot the three.
If you go back and watch Natasha Howard's game from last year when the Fever played them, they really, you know, they really took advantage of her mismatch.
Yeah,
Howard good. She's only good for mid range shots and under the
and
basket stuff.
layups. Yeah.
Yeah, layups. She's not really good to stretch of the floor. Even I was watching her overseas this year, and I was like, she doesn't. She has a really old school game to her now. That since she's older, she doesn't play the same way that she played 5, 6 years ago.
DB's older than Howard, isn't
I
she?
know, and
Yeah.
DB runs the
Yeah.
Howard has back issues. She and DB runs the floor, and she should be the one that be on minutes restriction.
Man. So, okay. Frederick says Mitch can bring the ball up, but must immediately hand the ball. That the problem is she's not going to hand it off, dude.
Yeah,
Once she brings the ball up, she has one speed and one speed only.
yeah.
That's the
And
problem with her.
I've seen it too many times with Kelsey Mitchell. She brings the ball up, and Lexi be right in the corner by herself. I was like, give her the ball. And then
Yeah.
she'll goes the other direction. She doesn't utilize the screen. I don't know why they act like they scared of the screen. They just go the opposite direction of the screen.
I think what drives me crazy about this year that this whole Caitlin Clark being out thing is like shining a light on. During the entire off season, you heard Stephanie White saying, I want to run the floor. I'm not going to change Caitlin's game. I've been watching her since before college, blah, 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 the whole thing, right? And then you
Mhm.
had ZB, Howard, Colson all saying the same thing. Sophie Cunningham, I'm not going to lump her in that because she does run the floor.
Mhm.
But all of them says, I want to run. I want to catch those passes. I can't wait to run the floor. I love playing fast and all that. Natasha Howard, slow as hell. And she cannot handle Caitlin's passes. She
Nope.
has trouble catching her passes. So this
If it
whole
ain't a
time, it's
bounce
been
pass,
such a letdown.
if it's not a bounce pass coming to her, she's not
Yeah.
catching it.
It's
Uh,
been a letdown though. Like I don't understand these moves in the off season. Like now that you're actually watching this team come together, the 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 Fever players that are shining are the Fever players outside of Bonner and Sophie who have already been there. So I don't understand. And they say it's all defense, but the players who are playing defense are the players who have already been there. Natasha hasn't done a whole lot on the defensive end
mhm.
consistently. So I'm having a hard time understanding some of these moves in the off season. I think it was all hype and it's just not working.
Me personally, I like when we first thought that, hey, when Salto Sabli, we knew Salto Sabli was going to be a free agent, and a lot of us started say, well, we could probably get her, and everything like that, and and I didn't when I knew Natasha Howard was a free agent. I didn't even put her on the radar. I didn't even put. I had a whole different list of people that I wanted to come to the fever. I had that
Who
automatically.
was on your list outside of
So
Sabali?
so I had outside of Sably, I had Ariel Powers because I had Janelle Solange on
Okay.
there, and then for the draft pick
Salon has a smooth stroke.
yeah, I had her on my list, and I was like, okay, I think the Fever should pick her instead of Satu Sably because she's younger and she has a better game, and I feel like I feel like that would have been a better fit because she has more years, younger years than Satu. And then I was looking at some other for draft pick. I was thinking Aja Savit because I watched her game. So I said, well, maybe they pick up some international. I didn't expect them to go with
Mm,
Natasha Howard at all. I was like, oh, that don't even
yeah.
look. That didn't make sense to me. Ooh, ooh,
Kelsey to the oh, she can't, but she got fouled. She got hard fouled.
that should have
So
been a
it's
foul. Yeah.
yeah, she's going to the line, I think. So Gregory says I got ESPN thinking I would be able to watch all the games. I think the league pass, I've been watching the vast majority of the games that aren't blacked out because in my local area, like the Washington Mystics.
Hmm.
Um, most of them I've been watching on the WNBA League Pass. I think it's like what, $30, 30 bucks is it? Whatever it is for the year. Is it like 30 bucks?
For what, league pass?
Yeah, something like that. 25 bucks.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. I think when I
Yeah.
first got it last year, it was like $12 or something like that.
Yeah, I think they upped the price, but yeah,
Yeah.
I would switch to WNBA League Pass. The vast majority of the games you should be able to watch on there and you'll have the games for life.
Yeah, you could watch all the games, and usually I keep a I just put all the Fever games on watch list, and I go back and watch them.
Yeah. Except for like if it's a game in your local area, like I can't watch the Washington Mystics. I have to watch it on whatever local
Yeah,
channel it's on because I'm in the DC
exactly.
area.
Okay.
All right, so we got Colson still out. So we haven't. Oh, Kelsey, that's wicked ball handling, dude. That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
She's such a dangerous player running the point. That's dangerous. I would not do that. Lexi lost the ball. Oh man, this is brutal. Oh,
Yeah.
Howard back in? Oh, she got away with a foul there. Howard just knocked Mabry to the floor. She got away with that. She dropped the shoulder.
Mm.
Howard got away with a foul.
Lexi is wide open, man. Golly.
Yeah. Howard just doesn't pass. That's why I don't like her on the floor. She's so greedy.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
watch
she
this play in the
did.
paint. Did you see that?
Yeah, he ran her over. Hey, I'll take
She
it.
dropped the shoulder. I was like,
I
damn.
know. I'm like, she's just like, you know what? Hey, we gonna make it do what it do right now.
All right.
Liberty is beating the Mystics senseless. It's like
Oh, Liberty. I
40
think New
point.
York's the best. I mean, yeah, they got that whistle, but player wise, Liberty is dangerous. They're. I don't know if Fever is going to beat them with or without Caitlin. I don't know if the Fever plays like they're playing tonight with Caitlin on the floor, which is only going to elevate it. I think they have a solid chance of beating New York, but New York's dangerous.
I'm
I
gonna
think
t-
they're the most dangerous team.
I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna tell you why I think if the Fever make a change on their roster, if they if they get rid of Sid Colson and use her contract to pick up two players, a real point guard, and
Yeah.
pick up DJ Kelly, they could contend with anybody because DJ Kelly is going to be a person, and you could have a point guard. You could get Grace or you could get Sadell, whoever you want to come off the bench. But having a Kelly, or you could get, if you wanted to bring Jalen Brown back, you could do that too.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think Kelly's skill set is so dangerous.
Yeah.
I watched her in preseason, the way she went off, and I was like, she got cut. And I was like, she is really, because say like you have somebody like a Sabrina Nesco or Natasha Cloud, and you had Kelly, say you had Kelly, Caitlin, Lexi, Mitchell, or one of them on the floor. It's going to be hard for you to really play defense on all of that scoring. You could play so much you could play so much detail to Caitlin, but if you got somebody that's a bucket automatically going off on you,
Yeah.
it'll. And Sabrina Nesco don't play real defense. Angel Reese said that in Arrival. She doesn't play defense. Her defense is
Yeah.
really, it's kind of like iffy here and there.
That's kind of like all shooters though, and I speak from that from a a shooter. When I played basketball, I was a
Yeah.
shooter. Yeah, that's not our primary focus, right? Because playing, and I said this about CC's defense, which I don't think was ever like as terrible as people make it out to be. But
Yeah.
if you're a shooter and you're relied on to score, to be a scorer, you, the problem is a lot of scorers use the defense to go a little lax because that's their breather, that's their break, especially if you're playing 35 minutes. And I don't like
Mhm.
using that as an excuse, but that's why a lot of high scorers aren't also, you know, the lead on the defensive end because
Yeah.
you waste so much energy on defense, then you're not going to be able to have that energy to produce. So it's
Yeah.
like it's a give and take, and that's why it's good to have Alexi Hall and a
Yeah.
Sophie Cunningham because they bring that defensive scrappiness, but they can
Yeah.
score, but they're not known to be, relied on to produce, but they could produce. But they're
Yeah.
defensive players. But you're not going to see Caitlin and Kelsey being dogs like that on the defensive end because that's not what their primary role is.
Tina Charles looked like um Tina Charles looked like she lost some weight too. She looks really slimmer.
Oh, really? I haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Didn't she come out of retirement? Wasn't she retired? I thought
No,
someone said. Okay, I thought I
I
heard
don't
that.
remember.
So Kelsey passed the ball. Howard, that was a
Mhm.
bad shot. Howard, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I hate that her contract is protected.
Oh, Howard's is?
Yeah. Bree Turner,
Bree
DeWanna
Turner's
Bonner.
is too?
No, I'm naming all the people that's unprotected. DeWanna Bonner, Sophie Cunningham, Bree Turner, and Colson. They're the only four unprotected. That was
Damn.
and
I don't want to hear the haters say this is a super team for the rest of the season. And then Frederick disagreed with what I said about playing good basketball. I'm comparing it to the last game they played. I'm comparing the Fever today to the Fever their first
yeah,
game without Cece. That's what I'm comparing this to. Compared to that last game, I think they're playing good. Anything's better
yeah,
basketball than that. But no, I agree. They still the problem is they don't have a true playmaker, and that's their
yeah.
problem. They don't have a ball handler, and you don't have someone
That
helping them
jump
to
ball was
create
supposed to
shots.
be that jump ball was supposed to be between Tina Charles and Lexi Hall because Tina Charles was there. I don't. Mary
Who's
came in later.
oh oh no she fouled at the end. Oh snap! Yeah, it was sloppy. Oh, Dantas bad. Dantas, okay. Let's go.
I want
She's on Charles.
what's going on. I can't pronounce it.
I
Hario,
think it's Hyro,
Haro.
maybe.
Yeah. What's going on, Haro? Welcome to the stream. Nice, Lexi. Oh man, Lexi hustle is undeniable, man.
Ah, she's scrappy. Like you look at the box score, and you may not think she's having a good game, but the stuff
Yeah.
she does on the court. Oh, Kelsey's bringing the ball up. Why? Why is Kelsey bringing the ball up when you have Sophie Cunningham on the floor?
Honestly, instead of getting
See?
Howard, instead of getting Howard, I would have got Tina Charles. She was a free agent.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, Tina Charles was a free agent.
She's. Why do they bring in all these older players, dude? Tina
I
Charles
don't
is
know,
up there in
Hario.
age too.
I don't know, Hario. The officiating don't seem better to me.
I mean, I don't. I stopped complaining about the referees because obviously it's not going
It's
to
not going.
change
Yeah,
anything. I
yeah.
mean, they
I
just
don't
have
even.
to.
I agree with you. I don't even waste my time with it as
Nah.
well because it's one thing after another. It's going to be what it is.
I think Stephanie White needs to take Mitchell off the ball. Like she had Lexi and Sophie both open on the perimeter, and she just head down and just pushed right to the hole. She
Yeah,
should not be handling the ball.
it's going to continue to have turnovers.
Yeah. When you have Sophie or Lexi on the floor, I'd rather one of them bring it up. Um, yeah, that's a turnover every time, and she's been doing that since CC's been out. She's been playing hero ball, and it's been
Hmm.
a turnover almost every time.
And honestly, I don't even know about bringing her back next year.
Kelsey,
Yeah, because to me, yeah, I understand them bringing her back because she was there for 7 years with the team, and I get it for this year. But if she doesn't get better the rest of the season, because we all were saying how Leo Boston was looking on Rivals, she wasn't looking good, and I said for the Fever to win champion, to good to the championship, Leah Boston has to is going to rely on Leah Boston how she plays and how she doesn't play. But now I'm seeing Kelsey, even with CC being in the game, she was still doing that same stuff. Dribbling her head down,
yeah,
especially when CC out of the game. So I don't know if they're going to risk up signing her to a long term contract next year as a free agent. I don't know. That's something I'm gonna have to really think about and see her improvement as the season go on.
I I think they brought her back because her and CC were like the best backcourt in the league. They
Yeah,
say, but that was because of the style of play that they played last year. They're not
yeah,
playing that style this year. So unless they get back to that,
yeah.
then Mitchell is left doing more of this ISO ball stuff that hasn't worked in 7 years.
Hario said Mitchell
Yeah.
should be the main part. No, no. You already see what it looked like already, and they
Mm-mm.
got 9 turnovers to Connecticut 8.
Yeah, Kelsey has. I just pulled up the box score because I was curious on her turnovers. Kelsey Mitchell has. It says one turnover, but they're not counting when she drives to the basket and misses. I count that as a turnover because 9 times out of 10, Connecticut's getting the ball back. All
And
right.
I think that, and right now they only have. I mean, points in the paint. The Fever had 26 points in the paint. That's where they need to go back at. They only have right now 2 fast break points to Connecticut 4. That's not bad.
At
But
least they have fast break points this game.
yeah, now because they didn't.
No.
And they both shooting horrible from 3 point, 20% and 25%. Free throw
Oh
line,
yeah.
we free throw line right now, we 6 for 6 and they 9 for 10. So I mean,
Yeah. So
mhm,
you're. I think you're behind still.
yeah.
Oh, that's fine. We're making it work. But I just heard your play calling.
Oh yeah. So now
Ooh, Kelsey. Is that Kelsey? Yep, Kelsey, keep your head up, man. Pass the ball. There you go. Lexi got it. Dantas. Sophie bringing it in. Ooh, fouled hard.
you know what this team looked like? This team looked like the COVID team a couple of years ago when there was no fans in the stand. They was just playing, and
Yeah.
it's just kind of like to me. I don't even know who could bring the ball up now. It's just, I mean, they allow Mitchell to bring the ball up, but I'm glad Sophie getting to the foul line, getting the fouls.
She's
They,
being a bit more aggressive, too.
I honestly, I don't how I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't. I will hope so. I mean, I hope Sid Colston is okay, but I don't think I don't. To me, I don't think it's gonna be good.
Has she even come back from the to the bench? I haven't even seen her on
No,
the sidelines. Yeah.
because I'm trying to look towards the sideline.
I'm trying to see if I can get on Twitter or X, whatever it's called.
Confusion
Yeah.
app. That's what I call it, the confusion app.
Dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I'm not seeing anything. That's definitely not a good sign. She was. I looked like she was holding her knee.
Mm, I'm trying to look as well.
Yeah, there's no update. I'm not sure.
Mm-mm.
JC Sheldon though, she's nasty on defense.
Mm-hmm.
She's scrappy as heck
Yeah,
too.
she's definitely scrappy now. I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
to you on that.
I like her. I watched her games in Ohio. I like her. She's good. She's solid. I think she's underrated. I don't think she gets as much attention as she should.
No, I mean they get.
Mabry. Ooh,
Mm.
Howard. No, don't bring the ball up, Howard. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. She's not passing the ball. Okay. Kelsey. Kelsey bringing it into the hole. She missed another layup, but she got fouled.
At least they get to the line.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the only thing that's saving them in this game, really.
It's just her head was not up at all that entire time. Kelsey Mitchell just one speed Mitchell.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Lexi's having a good game. She's not. Oh, that's why leg sleeve Lexi's back.
Oh yeah, Lexi had on the black sleeves the other game.
Yeah, today she's got the white one, so I call her leg sleeve Lexi ever since she put that leg sleeve on. We can't afford to have Mitchell get hurt, though, man. She has to stop being so reckless. She's being
Yeah,
reckless.
exactly. She's pressing too much. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Stop. She needs to stop pressing. Pressing. I can't even talk right now.
Yeah, I got you. I'm the one drinking a beer, man. Sober up. Sober up.
Oh man, I have my this new Gatorade called Midnight Ice,
Oh,
so I'm trying it.
is that a G
So
zero or regular?
no, this is a new one. It's called Midnight Ice. So
Oh,
yeah. So
I haven't tried that one yet.
but yeah, they
Oh, oh, that was. I think that was tipped.
I wonder I wonder if they're gonna give an update on Sid at halftime.
I hope so. Like usually, Twitter's super fast with this stuff,
Yeah,
but I haven't seen anything.
it's like somebody be just sitting right by.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's bad because they really have no one. If they're going to rely on Kelsey, this is going to be a long few games. See,
You know,
Kelsey bringing the ball up again.
hmm
I'm sorry, what was that?
you know what I noticed in the W2? They fundamentals are passing the ball. It's like they so try to throw everything one handed
Yeah.
instead of use two hand or whatever the case may be.
So, for those who can't watch a game, we're at the half, and the score update is 43-39. Fever are down.
Hmm.
It's the it's the it's the hero ball. Their shots are falling. I'll give them that. They are getting to the free throw line. Their defense is better. I think the problem for me is just now is who's bringing the ball up because every time Kelsey or Howard bring the ball up, they take it to the hole and it goes right back to Connecticut off of a bunny. So I think once they dial that down and
Hmm.
say, Sophie, Lexi, you bring the ball up, then I think there'll be better playmaking. Right now, if Kelsey or Howard has it, the playmaking is lacking or non
Yeah,
existent. And I think that's costing them easy points or points they should have had.
I
I
agree.
don't know. How do you think the first half went?
The first quarter was good. Second quarter was bad. They got out of what they was doing, and I think as soon as Sid went down, they just started resorting back to what they was doing the last game.
Yeah.
They had a pretty decent flow going for a second in the first half, but then as soon as Sid went down, it's like okay, well now Kelsey she just like boom 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 boom, 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 all over the place, and it's like everybody looking is trying to find a way to how can they help the team, and they all thinking differently instead of think together and playing collectively. They all like I could see Lexi, Sophie, and Dewana and Dantes playing, trying to play the right way, but then you
Yeah.
got Howard and Kelsey playing totally opposite of
Yeah.
what they trying to do, and you can't have that. And then Leo Boston can't stay on the floor.
Because she keeps getting fouled.
Yeah.
The problem with Aaliyah is she's just not strong in the paint, and that's her problem. Because she resorts to putting her hands down when she's on the defense, and that's an
Mm-hmm.
automatic whistle. So that's why I think if you switch Dantas when Dantas is on the floor to the paint, I think that'll help that. And if, like you said earlier, if you
Yeah.
take Howard or Kelsey, they can't be on the court at the same time, like one or the other. You can't have two ISO players
To
playing at the
me,
same time.
to me, a game like this, I would I would move Howard to the bench. I will put Kelsey at the four, and I will bring
At the four,
either
Kelsey at the four.
or power, or the three,
Interesting.
and,
Okay.
and then I will either bring in Dantas to start the second half and have Michaela Tipson
Hmm.
relieve Kelsey. I mean, relieve Aaliyah, and have
Okay.
Bree to relieve Dantas.
Okay.
Then you still had. Then the thing about it is because Tipson could score from the four. She can
Yeah.
move. And then you think about it. You still have lateral movement across.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Howard just have to pick minutes here and there. I would not because you want to use her scoring, but I think Tipson could get buckets in the inside easily because Tina
Yeah.
Charles gonna foul. They don't have nobody in the inside right now, and Tina Charles is she knows that Boston has foul trouble, and then she knows that she can't really get over on Dallas, and they're using two bigs. So you need another big. Howard is too small to guard
Yeah.
Tina Thompson. So you need somebody with some height, range to really offset that. I mean, you gotta to me, you gotta throw out the kitchen sink right now.
I think. Yeah. I think the Boston is just not strong enough because she she's just too strong. Like Connecticut is just too strong in the paint. I think if
Mm,
Dantas is in the paint, I think she does way better in the paint. I think Timpson, I think she should get a shot. I mean, in college,
mm-hmm.
she was the lead blocker? Like,
Yeah.
why not? What do you have to lose? Why not get her minutes? Boston's in foul trouble. What do you have to lose? I'm surprised that she hasn't gotten very many minutes, if not none at all, hardly. Um, and we're like on game 5 or
Mm-mm.
6.
And that's what, just like Fred said, Didi and Tipson, you would get better ball movement and defense. And that's what I say. You gotta utilize them off the bench because you gotta neutralize what Tina Thompson is doing,
Yeah,
and what Odota, you gotta neutralize what she's doing. She's crashing the boards. She's really crashing the boards.
she's aggressive as hell.
Yeah, and you need somebody in there that's to match her energy. And Howard is not. She's slow. She can't keep up with Adota. She can't keep up with Tina Thompson.
No.
So what you gonna do with her?
Well, they brought her in for defense, and the whole time in the off season, and this wasn't a popular opinion that I gave,
Oh
but
yes, we talk about MVP.
I'm saying like the opinion I gave is we need a big. They
Hmm.
didn't recruit a big in the off season, and I kind of retracted my statement a little bit because Boston is stepping up to the plate and playing better, but she's still not playing. She's 6'5" and she plays so weak and so much smaller than she is that
Hmm.
we don't have a true big to combat the bigs in the league who are super aggressive, who are strong, who are playing to their size. And I feel like that was a misstep on point guard and having a true big. I think are two downfalls because this league is aggressive. They play, physicality. And the
Hmm.
Fever, we just don't have that. We don't have that level of physicality that the league is playing with.
Yeah, and I did because I was wondering why that the Fever didn't pick up Brianna Jones, and but we didn't have enough money for her to pick her up.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, she would have been having her in Boston down there. It
Oh
would have
my
been,
God.
and she could run the floor a little bit and she was a double double bandit last year, underrated double double bandit because nobody
Yeah.
really. And she could score in the inside easy, and she could shoot from the outside just like Doncic does. And if you had, and that would have been so perfect because if you had a Brianna Jones and let Boston went out, you could have bring a Doncic in, and then you could have easily still had that inside outside game stretched out, and it'd have been a much more free flowing. So it's and definitely like we definitely needed a big in the off season really bad. We should have picked up a big. We should have picked up a big in that um in the off season. If we had did that, that would have neutralized everything, and we could have we. I mean, we had 3 picks in the draft.
Yeah.
We could use 1 pick for a guard.
What do you think about getting rid of Bree Hall?
Um, I ain't like that.
Yeah.
But I understood that we didn't have enough space,
But
But me
I
personally, I would have kept Bree Hall and got rid of Sid Colston because Bree Hall is a ball handler too.
but she can also score, but Bree Hall,
Mhm.
I think, isn't she a true point guard or is she just a guard?
I
I
don't
think she's a
know.
point guard, isn't she?
Yeah, she plays point guard, and she can play point guard. She's a defender, a
Yep.
really good defender, and she could shoot from three. So
Yep.
she could play all 3 levels. So me personally, I mean, the league is going young, and there ain't that many veterans out there in the league to
Yeah.
really say, well, we need veteran leadership. I mean, if you think about it, if this is my thinking, if I was the front office, I will bring in like I brought Stephanie White in, but say, hey, look, we could use 1 or 2 veterans, but we don't want the whole roster to be veterans.
Right.
So what you could do is say, well, okay, Caitlin, Lexi, Leah, and Kelsey, they veterans now. They already had playoff experience. So you bring 2 more people in, say Sophie Cunningham and a Dewana Bonner. I would have been good with that. Then you would have used everything else to fill some young talent behind them
Yep.
because behind them, and then you would have been able to run them off everybody off the court because you had that mixture. You would then had 2 people that's slow. You had 2 people that was still fast, even older. I mean, Sophie Cunningham is that not she's not really she's I think 26,
No,
27.
I think she's like 28.
Yeah, so she's not really, she ain't even hit 30 yet, so she still got a lot going on. But at the same time, you had the Bonner who's seasoned, you had them experience because all of them been in the playoff. Then you could have kept drafted Michaela, you kept Bree Hall, you probably could have got a big out of the
Yeah.
deal. And then if you wanted to bring another guard, you had that also, where you had all that flexibility. But again, Lynn Dunn and her wants to pay all of these people high price
Oh my
salary
God.
that handicap the franchise. So you
Yeah.
really handicap them to really even, for instance, this if say we had the same regime for last year, Christy Size, Lynn Dunn, this team would have never got nobody. This
Yes.
this team would have been way worse than what they are now, and way worse from last year because they wa- they they cut Celeste Taylor
Yep.
last year.
Early on too.
Early on,
Yeah.
Vivian Saxon never got to see the
Nope.
floor.
And she was a beast on the defensive end from the couple of games I saw. Like
Yeah,
she was like Lexi. She's scrappy as hell.
yep. She never got a chance. There was two players they drafted last year and before preseason because Dantas was hurt because they had her contract suspended until she came back.
Yeah.
And they had three guards that I really looked up and did some video research on them. They was good and they could have kept them. So at the end of the day, the money messed this roster up pretty much. You
Yeah,
got
I
luck.
think they only have 11 players instead of 12, right?
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
can't get the 12th player until probably mid
June, mid-June, right?
mid June or July, I think, something like that. But now that throws a whole wrench because if Sid Colson is injured and her knee is injured, then they probably bring back Bree Hall.
I think they should bring back Grace Berger. I can't believe Minnesota cut her. I understand why they cut her, but
To to
we
me,
had we had a point guard on our roster though. It's just Christy
mhm,
Sides didn't give her a chance. I
yeah,
mean, she's not Caitlin Clark and she's not, the best point guard in the league, but
yeah.
playing as a backup, playing 5-10 minutes a game, she's more than capable of doing that.
To me, I will bring Raceberger and Bree Hall back.
Both of them.
I would bring both of them, or I would get a big. I would bring Graceberger and get a big.
I think we need a big.
I think there's a big out there. I haven't really scouted the town yet to look,
Yeah.
but I will get a big, and I will bring Graceberger back, and then right then and there, you would be fine down the stretch.
It'll be interesting because they have the capability to bring. Because I think I mentioned that in a previous video too.
Mhm,
In June, it'll be interesting to see if the Fever do bring Grace back.
mhm. If they bring Grace back, I think it would be good, and I think and to be honest with you, I I still don't think it's going to be good for Sid. The way she went down. Now, if it's a
Mhm.
knee sprain, I'm good with it. But if not, you really need to go. Somebody say, I'm reading X CJ from the three W360 said Natasha Howard plays like a 9 year senior on JUCO squad. Oh my god.
So bad.
Yeah.
So bad,
Mm.
Phil. What did we get compared to the hype, man? What this hype that now you know stuff? Oh, buddy, this is coming back to bite them hard.
I oh, oh yeah, it say okay. Update status says Sid Colston Lay won't return.
Oh, she's out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so I knew that's what I was waiting on. Underdog WNBA they be on it. They throw up updates quick. So yeah, so Sid Colston's leg won't return. So that ain't good because they
Mm.
don't know the severity of her leg. They saying leg, and sometimes it could be the knee. So
Yeah, and I've been refreshing X to get the Sid Colson update, and I just got the page what you mentioned about the protocol. She's out 2 games minimum, so
mhm.
she's gonna miss the next 2 games also.
So yeah, I think that yeah, Sid Colson leg that ain't good.
Mm-mm.
And we already got Caitlyn out, so now you really need to bring in somebody. You can't sit on your hand. This what we're seeing right now. No true ball handler.
Mm-mm.
You can't. Nah. Nah,
It's bad.
yeah, it's. I mean, and I understand, and this is where I don't want people to be going off the rails and start taking shots at Stephanie White and all of this stuff. You got to understand, your best player is not on this team. Fred, you brought up a good point. Not protecting Timmy was definitely yeah, unfair I'll put it up because I can't read it, but unforced error, definitely an unforced. Yeah, they should have protected Timmy. I think protected and you know what? Watching because I do be watching a Golden State backwards because of Kate Martin and Timmy over there, and now I like Jaleel Salone too, so I watch that team
Hmm.
a lot. And Timmy is shooting threes.
She's defending a lot better too.
Yeah, and well, you already know she runs the floor.
Oh yeah.
And she's shooting more threes than she did over here. Oh my gosh, nice pass, Aaliyah. That's
Oh.
what that's what we need right there.
All right, so it's 43-41. Indiana down by 2.
This this um this halftime went by kind of quick.
I know,
Come
right?
on, she traveled. They should have called a travel on her.
Oh God, Howard's bringing the ball up. Oh, now up to Kelsey. Oh God, Howard and Kelsey just passing it back and forth.
I don't even know what's going, man. I don't even know what's going on with Kelsey Mitchell. She just playing like straight trash.
Wow, that's a nice reverse by Lexi. I missed that.
Yeah,
So Leah Boston has 10 points.
pass the ball. Thank you. I don't want Natasha Howard touching the ball, man.
Why is
And
she
she
even on the
traveled.
floor? I did a video on Natasha Howard. I said she's trying to walk her butt back to Indiana. The last game, she traveled
Hmm.
so much. I was like, she's trying to travel her butt back to Indiana.
Oh, back to Dallas.
It was something. Damn. This is a misstep by Stephanie White, though. I'm not knocking her a lot because a
Yeah,
lot of this, obviously, she can't play. The players are playing, but why is Dantas not on the floor when she's your best defender?
yeah.
And what is Howard doing for this team? I don't like her on the floor. She needs to get out of the starting lineup. She has 3 turnovers. Natasha Howard has 3 turnovers.
Yeah, good job. They should have called that same girl that fouled um Sophie Cunningham. They should have called her earlier because she was trying to get past behind the screen
Oh
and she
yeah.
fouled her.
I think she got smacked in the face. I don't like this
Yeah.
lineup that's in right now.
It looks like Lexi, Sophie, um,
Kelsey,
Kelsey,
Howard, and
Aaliyah, and Howard.
Boston. Yeah.
You
Wait, is
should have
Boston?
you could have put Barner in for Howard.
Anyone but Howard. Howard
Yeah.
Howard needs to be benched and she needs to be coming off the bench with as few minutes as possible.
Hmm. And I do love when
Oh, sorry.
mm,
I just saw Howard was guarding Mabry and that's just such a bad mismatch.
yeah.
Yeah, Mabry just cooked her. She just cooked her for a 3. That is a bad mismatch. Why is Howard guarding Mabry?
Wow.
Sorry, what were you gonna say? I just
Oh, I
happened to
was
look
like,
up.
I like when DB and Caitlin's on the floor together. Oh my gosh, they ran into each other.
Yeah, just DB just wasn't nailing her shots, but she was taking shots. They just weren't
Yeah.
falling. But now that her shots are falling, yeah, that's gonna be a dangerous combo.
And Mary threw one up
Ooh,
from the Eiffel Tower.
yeah, that's a mismatch. How did that mismatch happen? Was that intentional? Did White intentionally put Howard on Mabry?
Mm-mm. You need to keep Lexi on Mabry.
Yeah, they need another guard on Mabry. Howard's just too slow. Mabry's shifty. Okay, Lexi's on
Yeah,
Mabry. That was
and
that was bad.
Mabry don't even need that much space. Just
Uh-uh. She is a threat from three. Like once her
mm,
threes are falling, they'll just keep raining.
that's why I understand why the Sky got rid of her last year. That
No, she
well, she
requested it.
wanted out. Yeah,
Yeah.
she requested. They was crazy. Boston gonna have to take over. You gonna have to take over, Leo, because
Well, they need to get her the ball.
she done drove to the basket twice.
She's only taken six field goals. She has 12 points, but only
Yeah,
six shots.
exactly.
You have Kelsey Mitchell, 9 shots.
Fred said I would hypnotize JJ from the Liberty and convince her to come to the Fever. I'm with man. Look at here. I'm with you. I
what,
definitely would too. Mm-mm.
what is that? Some Jedi stuff? You will come to the fever.
And and see the way Kelsey Mitchell is playing, you ain't gonna be a max player. You're not gonna be a max contract player.
She already is, isn't she?
Well, yeah,
They gave her a
now
max this year, yeah.
for yeah, core max, but
Yeah.
to get to really get a get a really good contract. You playing like this, man.
They just need to run that same they're not running. They're trying to run, but they're not running. The problem is they have the personnel to
Mhm.
run. It's just Stephanie White is not putting the right lineups together at the
Yeah,
right times. Like it's just such a bad lineup. The lineups she has on the floor aren't built to run.
no. And that's why I say you need to get Howard off the floor. You need to have DB in the game to run with them because DB could run with them.
Yeah.
Dantas could run with them.
Right.
Tipson could run with them. You can't putting Howard in the game, man. It's you see her. She's throwing up shots. She's not even doing anything. She just like the. Can you believe Brianna Stewart is 0 for 5 for the field, 0 from 3, oh, I mean 0 for 4 from 3-point line, and only got 2 points.
Wait, they're playing tonight?
Yeah, they're playing the Mystics, and the Mystics only down like 11.
Damn. Did you see that the Valkyries look good
Yeah,
as an expansion
they
team?
should
They
have
almost took New York out.
they should have won that game. They
They
got
should have.
cheated.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't understand it. They be getting cheated like crazy.
Saved by fouls.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Frederick exactly is the match of that stopping them from running.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's just not having the right lineups on the floor at the same time. Like just the her rotations.
Yeah.
I don't know what her I just don't know what
I
she's thinking
think
with some of these rotations.
I think with Howard, because her contract is is protected. She's trying to like, but you got to be like, you got to just say, hey, you know what, this ain't working. Let's try this right now. I mean, we were screaming this with Chrissy Size on last year. You know, she
Dude,
kept put Christy Wallace in the game starting when
oh my
Christy Wallace
god.
didn't need stuff. Then she had
Erica
uh,
Wheeler.
Erica Wheeler. Then she had Katie Lou in there that was slow, and I was like, I
Mm,
love Katie Lou, but you not the money that you was getting paid,
mm-hmm.
you should have been on the bench. You know, Lexi finally took over that spot. Finally took over that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Oh. Howard in the paint. Oh. All right, so they got Sophie bringing the ball up. So much better. Mitchell driving. What just happened?
Um, I, if you're looking at if it's a foul call, you're looking at
I don't know what happened.
how Anelsa Dota is cooking. How it's too slow. You need a taller defender on her.
You need to put Dantas back in.
Oh my gosh. Come on, Kelsey. Your head is not in the game, man.
54-46, Indiana down.
You need a taller. And then Dewana Bonner says she traveled. Or Nelson daughter traveled over there, and the referee didn't call it. She's just spinning. Kelsey is so ready to take off, man.
So Dantas has 2 personal fouls. That's not enough to keep. Dantas only played 8 minutes this game so far. Like what does she have like Natasha Howard stock? I bet you Stephanie White has some stock. Natasha Howard, she's got some money in the
something,
stock market.
something, man. Because this is to me right now is that I'm telling you. I know a lot of people like, well, Bree Turner could defend. Bree Turner could defend Nelson Dota out there on the perimeter. Keep her from like making the shots and get the rebound push.
Yeah.
You could bring in, you could have somebody like Tipson come in and play in certain spots. I could see all of these matchups how these players that's on the bench could come in and play. You need height and athletic prowess to generate fast break points. You
Yep.
if you keeping Dewana on the bench, you keeping Dewana on the bench, you keeping Bree on the bench, you keeping Tipson on the bench, and you keeping Donovan on the bench, and you running with Natasha Howard, and she's killing. Her and Mitchell is killing us right now.
Uh-huh.
They killing us because they trying to play hero ball, and then good things happen when Boston gets the ball and she finds the open man and we get an easy bucket. But then when the ball gets to Howard or Mitchell, it's either a turnover, a foul, or a bad shot,
Yep.
and you can't do that.
But that's on the coach to make adjustments. And that's my
Exactly.
problem with White is she makes 0 adjustments.
And stop. She got to understand that you can't. You got to understand. This is what White got to understand. Okay, half of these players, you might. To me, I feel like the only ones that's viable staying from the free agency pickup or trade is Sophie Cunningham and Ron Bonner.
Yep.
Everybody else could get gone. You know what I'm saying?
Trash.
Trash. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say, you know what? Hey, okay, I'm a bench you, and then you put whoever is in it. If the person get mad, they get mad. You're not gonna be there anyway next year anyway. So what does it matter? So I just feel like
Nice,
trying.
Boston. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you
You'll
good.
see it. You'll see it. It's coming up.
Mm,
Boston, 7 for 7, 14 points. So Kelsey handed the ball off to Cunningham, and Cunningham got the ball into
yeah, I
Boston.
just seen
That's
it.
what
Yeah,
needs to happen. More of that.
yeah.
Okay, so Sophie was calling for the ball, but Lexi passed it to Kelsey. Ooh, Boston getting swallowed up and no one going to help her.
Mm-mm.
Nice. Keep your head up. Kelsey bringing it in. Why are you doing that?
V said that this game proves we were never a super team. Nope. Like the
No.
haters wanted to push. No, we wasn't ever. I never called us a super team.
Mm-mm. And then I have a question. If the Fever can't win without Cece, which players on the other teams has the same scenario?
I think we saw it with we saw it last year when Fee was out and how Minnesota struggled.
Yeah. And I think if Courtney Williams, I mean, Natisha Heidman can be okay, but she can't play a full. I wouldn't
Yeah,
want her playing the full game.
yeah,
So I think
and
if, yeah, Fee
and then you
and
look at
or Williams.
and then you saw how when last year when the sky fell apart, when Kennedy Carter didn't play that much down the
Oh,
stretch,
yeah.
they looked it bad. Come on, Dewana. I know you like. I know. I feel bad for Dewana Bonner because I know she didn't sign up for this.
I think she's waiting to come in. I think she's
Yeah,
at the scores table. Is that who her I saw?
yeah, she was at the sports table.
I think the team, I think the super team, honestly, is New York. Because you
Yeah,
can take Stewart, Ionescu, you could take any of their top players out, and they're still a really good team. Like, New
yeah,
York are a
and,
beast of a team. That's a
and,
super team.
and then they don't even have Lainey Hamilton.
No. Oh, man. Lainey Hamilton, I mean, she's from Philly, so she's my girl. She's in my
Yeah, I like Lainey Hamilton. She
yeah.
used to be a Fever, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yep, Lainey used to be a Fever.
Man, because I'm from South Jersey, so she's like right across the bridge in Philly. She's a Philly girl, but her defense is top notch. I like.
I was surprised that Minnesota got away from Becca Allen, and Chicago got her.
She's not doing very well though, but I think she's also been out, right?
Yeah.
Lexi with that defense
Oh
on
my
Mabry.
God, but she cannot. I'm telling you, Tasha Howard got butterfingers, bruh. She can't even hold on to the ball. She had a
Oh,
perfect.
oh, I thought they took Howard out for DB.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Sheldon taking it to the hole. Okay, so they got kind of. Oh, they got Howard bringing the ball up. Why? No, stop. Okay, she passed the ball. Lexi's got the ball. Bringing it on Mabry. Fade away. Oh, missed it. Oh, that would have been nice.
Mm-mm.
So I don't like this lineup. Why is Howard still on the floor?
I don't understand why. I don't understand why you not bringing in Tipson or Turner. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
that don't even make sense. Lexi with that move. Oh, if
Do
she
you
hit that.
see that? That fade away almost had it.
Yeah.
Okay, into Dantas. Dantas got it. Oh, fouled. Charles helping her up. JC Sheldon, man, she just smoked. She smoked Cunningham.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
think that's the matchup for the Sun, though. Sheldon and Mabry on the floor together are dangerous because they're both fast and slick. That if you have both your guards on them and one of them gets by them, it's hard for the other guard to come and help. I don't know. I just think they're hard to defend with both of them on the floor together.
This crazy right here.
Well, Frederick said it best: the Fever have talent, but White is not using the talent correctly. That's what I'm saying. Her
Yeah.
rotations are garbage. Her rotations are garbage.
That honestly, how it well
Oh,
finally,
wait, Turner. Turner's in.
yeah. But I'm trying to figure out who she's gonna play.
Wait, who? Okay, so they took Howard out,
They
right?
should have
Yeah.
been took Howard out. They should have been took Howard out. Bree has the size to match her daughter.
Okay, so Lexi is
See,
off the
see now
floor.
you now look at the defense. You see
Okay,
how different the defense is. You
Kelsey,
got
why?
that's they be calling these tough fouls.
Ooh, Mabry with the fast break. Okay, wait until you see the Kelsey drive. Are you there yet?
Not yet. Mm,
Oh, oh, nice.
they blocked Mitchell.
DB to Mitchell connection.
Wow.
64-54, 10
And
point
May
lead.
and Mabry is not that fast, and y'all let her get behind y'all.
Well, Cunningham isn't. Oh, she's scrappy, but she doesn't take the right angles. Like when the defender gets by her,
Yeah.
it's all about angles. And I just feel like she's good when she's close
Devon
in.
Water with a nice touch pass.
Yeah, so I'm saying to Kelsey Mitchell connection. But at least she made
Mm.
a freaking layup, man. Kelsey. Oof, brutal. That's the other thing with these games. There's so many stoppages. It's just like
Yeah.
so
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Let them play instead of you blowing the whistle when
oh
you
my
don't
god.
need to blow the whistle, and you blow the whistle. You don't blow the whistle when you need to blow the whistle.
Yeah, it's just too much. All right, so Kelsey bringing the ball up again. Apparently, White's not moving away from that. Okay. Ooh, Dantas for three. Drains it.
You need to let Johnson hit some more of them.
So it's back to a 9 point Connecticut lead. This might be Connecticut's first win of the
Come
season.
on, that should be an offensive foul on Mabry. That push off.
Ooh, Dantas got the rebound. Bringing it up. Oh, Kelsey's got the ball. Come on, Kelsey. Oh, she passed it. Dantas. Ah. Oh. Now they're just like jacking up shots. Mabry driving to the basket and makes a layup. 11 point Connecticut win. Lead coming out of about to end the third. This is brutal.
Now you see when Nelson Dota tried to back into Bree Turner and she made that shot off. If that was
Yep.
Howard, she would have scored.
She would have scored. Yeah. Dantas just made a bucket. She's coming in clutch. Why? This why I don't understand why White is
Well,
not
okay,
starting her.
yeah, they need to get the ball out of Mabry's hand if Mabry's that hot.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so Turner is on Mabry. Mabry for the deep three. Ooh, almost made that. Kelsey's got the ball. 3 seconds.
Johnson's with the bank shot.
Oh, I think Kelsey was. Ooh, Kelsey was fouled hard by Mabry, I think. Oh no, she just tripped over her own feet.
Mm-mm.
Turner can run though. She was running up the court waiting
Yeah.
for that pass. She was
Dang,
waiting.
Mitchell had her.
She had the outlet pass and she didn't.
Oh my God! If that
She
was
was too
Cece,
busy with her head down, tripping over herself.
yeah, if that was Cece would have hit her.
Oh, yep. And that would have been in the layup.
Yep. Boom, she had a beat too.
So Dantas came in. I'm a Dantas fan, if you can't tell. She
I know,
has
I can
nine.
tell.
She had 9 points though. She's played 12 minutes. She has 9 points, 3 for 5, 1 for 2 from the three.
Hmm.
One block, 4 rebounds. Like she brings a lot to this team in that short amount of time. I
Yep.
don't understand why she's keeping the bench hot. Dang.
What? I don't understand what they call.
On which one?
That was a clear path foul. That's what they didn't give her because it was supposed to be. a clear path foul with 2 points.
You're
See,
talking for Mitchell?
yeah, maybe pushed off with the left arm and sent um Sophie
Cunningham.
flying. Yeah,
Yeah.
that should have been an offensive foul.
They don't call those a lot though. Because I
No,
know Ionescu does that a lot. When she's driving to the hole, she'll like
yeah,
flail her elbow to push off and then she'll get
or
the bucket.
like she'll try to like push. I mean, man, I'm telling you, if they change the rules for that push off like that offensive, they'll be hurt because they can't create separation
No,
without doing that.
without dropping the elbow. Or
Yeah,
Natasha Howard and being a linebacker.
I know.
Dude.
Yeah, that
It's-
that was a clear path foul because that was supposed to be a two shots and the ball.
yeah. But we can't get mad at the refs. Remember, we said that before. It's not going to
Yeah,
change nothing. The refs are just garbage, and uh,
they're killing my nerves.
yeah, it's killing the game. There's no flow to the game because they're blowing the whistle every 2 seconds. It's so brutal to watch. So far we have 19 free throws for the Fever. They're 17 for 19, so at least they're hitting their shot free throws today. Good for
Yeah,
them. And Connecticut they're 9 for 10. So there's been 29 total between both teams free throws in this game so far. That's a lot of free throws.
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, I just saw that comment by W360. Natasha Howard plays like a ninth year senior on a
Hmm.
JUCO squad. Uh, I don't know. People in the chat, what do you think about this game? Besides, it's painful to
Well, a
watch.
lot of them say it's brutal.
Besides,
Yeah,
it's brutal. These lineups, these rotations, man. She needs to. Oh, the rotations are brutal.
Rachel Demeter said, "I cannot take any more minute of this hero ball and long twos.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
is this?"
Oh, it's so terrible. I'm trying to see. Oh, this is off topic, but it has to do with the Fever. What do you think about their Pride Day? I just saw that they announced June 3rd
I,
against the Mystics.
to me, it don't even bother me. I mean, a
Yeah,
lot of people have a problem with it.
yeah.
Like, well, it's what it is. It's what the league is. So, I mean, they had it last year. I mean, it didn't really
Oh, they
affect
did.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
because
remember.
it was the time when it was the game that Kennedy Carter chucked Caitlin Clark.
Oh, that was that game.
Yeah, but it don't bother to me. I just don't pay attention. It doesn't bother me. I mean,
Yeah.
I just want to see basketball.
You just go to the game and go to the
Yeah,
game and do
yeah,
you, or watch the game and
yeah.
yeah. I just see a lot of people
I
crashing
try to
out.
get it. I try not get into all that politics stuff and all of that stuff. You
Yeah.
know, I talk about it when I need to and stay away from it when I need to. Because at the end of the day, it's, they're gonna do what they want to do. So I mean, to me, Stephanie White, all right, you need to pull out some tricks out your bag.
Dude, Boston was just blocked. She just
Who
got her
she got
shot
coming
blocked.
in? She pointed at somebody to come in.
No, right now they got Boston. So I know you're behind. They got Boston, Lexi, Kelsey, Dantas, I think, is on the floor, and DB. So they sat Turner and Cunningham. Ooh. How was that a foul on
Okay, that is not a foul,
That was
man.
not a. She didn't even touch her. Dude, what?
Come on, man. They is
They're trying to get them to lose. Yo, she had
that's right.
her.
Get a cake. Get a cake. They is really
Adota had Boston's arm locked up.
look.
That should be an offensive foul. White's challenging though.
She needs to, man, because that is ridiculous. Look, she not doing nothing. She got her hands up, and the
Well,
girl had
Odota had. Oh, she's been
had
because of the hands, but Odota had her arm locked
yeah
over
had her
Boston's.
exactly. These referees is oh my gosh. This is why it's so hard to. It's just it makes it seem like they do have an agenda against the Indiana Fever. Uh,
Yeah.
Rose, what's up? Rose,
What's
what's
that?
up?
Oh, about
Same here. Oh
the
yeah.
fever. The question I asked. What was it?
Okay.
The Pride game.
Yeah. She said they're giving free discounts. Treats. Who
So
cares?
sad.
Right. I
I don't care what
mean,
the shape of
I
the
think they
cookies
do.
are.
I think they do give out something free, to the fans and stands.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Some people like, well, this is why the league can't move. I mean, it's what it is. It's like, you know, I just, I, I, I see it. Don't pay attention to it. It doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
That's why I look at it. It doesn't affect me. You
I just
know.
see a lot of people crashing out about it.
Yeah, it's a serious crash out right now.
I don't care what shape the cookies are in. If you're gonna give me a cookie, I'm gonna eat the cookie.
True. It doesn't take that long to review this call though.
No, but they're trash. The refs are trash. They're trying to figure out how to keep it on the fever. they're trying to see how they
They're
can
like,
spin it to
man,
keep it.
she did have her hand hooked around her. Okay, but she let her pinky nail go straight there too much.
uh,
Mm. You know what's funny? Caitlin come back. This team goes on one of them that run like they had last year. I don't think. I mean, I think they'll make the playoff, but that's probably about it. I don't see
yeah,
them
they're.
make. I don't think they're
Mm-mm.
gonna make any. The only way they're going to make significant moves, they're gonna have to, and it depends on the Sydney Colson situation. They're gonna have to.
Wait,
Uh,
did
uh,
they make a decision yet? They're still talking
yeah,
about it.
I heard them Trent cheering.
Oh, did they reverse it? I like how Clark still yells at the refs even when she's not
I
playing.
know.
She's about to get a technical foul and she's not even playing. Okay. So I guess they won the challenge. Okay, it's successful. Look
They
at
look like
Caitlin Clark.
you could tell. You could look at them like they don't really want to get this call to Fever.
They were trying. They were trying not to. All right. So who did they keep the same lineup? Who's on the floor? All right. We got DB, Lexi, Kelsey, Dantas, and Boston.
Mm-hmm. Kelly said, thumbs up."
You're not gonna get that by Lexi. Get out of it. Oh, she. Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty. I don't know who number 14 is on Connecticut, but that was nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Come on, Dantas. Dribble. Get out of there. She just threw the ball away. You know, I've been praising Dantas all game, and
Mm.
my girl Dantas just threw the ball away. Damn. We're about to hand Connecticut their first win.
I know.
This is crazy. We may not even beat the Sky. Can you imagine?
That's what I already say that. I said we not
Did
gonna beat
you?
this guy. Yeah,
Oh my god.
we not gonna beat this guy. Mm. She tried to give it a. Mabry got 24 points, 4 for 3.
Yeah.
She got her best game against us.
That's what I'm saying. Once she gets going, she's dangerous because she's got this. She's dangerous from the three. Once they start going in, she's dangerous.
Yeah.
Come on. Ooh. DB driving. Oh, Dantas just. Oh, that was a bad. Oh, we're falling apart. We're falling apart.
Hmm. Mm. Well, all I can say is I don't like to wish prolonged injuries, but I really hope this Colston injury makes them make some changes.
Man. What kind of changes would you? Okay, first off, let's start. Oh, Howard. Why is Howard back on the floor?
I mean,
Oh my goodness.
they're gonna be 2-4.
Yeah. I thought they would at least get 2-2. I I was one of the people who said Washington was not going to be an easy team for us to beat without Caitlin.
Hmm.
And I know a lot of people thought that we had that in the bag. But I thought Connecticut and Chicago were two teams we should be able to beat without Caitlin. So I thought we were going to go 2-2.
Because
But
honestly, if we had if Caitlin was on this team and she wasn't hurt, she was like 100%. We wouldn't lose to Washington. We wouldn't. We dogs for
no,
sure wouldn't have been losing to Connecticut. We probably would have been blowing Connecticut out.
it depends on if White. Ooh, if White. Nah, that was actually a nice try by Howard. But it depends on how White let Caitlin Clark play because she was holding her
Yeah.
back the first 4 games, like
I
slowing them
think
down.
I think more so because of her injury. I think that's
You think
why.
you think she knew?
Yeah, Caitlin was hurt since preseason.
Yeah,
She was and training the last part of training camp because going into the first game she didn't even play because you remember she started feeling tightness in her thigh then.
yeah,
So I think White precautionary tried to not utilize her as much like she probably wanted to utilize her, and that's why she was probably off ball so much to where she had to like actually you know play a little bit. So I think once Caitlin could come back completely healthy, 100%, I think we'll see her play totally different. I think this is the reason why I think she didn't play her the way she needed her, because Caitlin likes to push, she likes to run, and Caitlin,
hmm
you could tell Caitlin wasn't 100% of herself because she couldn't
yeah,
push the ball up court the way she needed to. She couldn't get the lift off on her shots and stuff. So, and then by getting banged up a little bit more, being knocked to the floor and stuff like that. So, I think they knew from that point they just trying to mask it and try to like see how far they could go with it,
yeah.
and it actually kind of bit them in the butt.
I'm actually okay with CC playing off ball because she is being face guarded and manhandled at 94 feet. I'm okay
Hmm.
with her playing off ball with the caveat that once the ball crosses half court, they get the ball to CC and let her do the CC things. I think the problem with her playing off ball is she never saw the ball on
Yeah,
offense. I think that's a problem. I think if
yeah,
you, I understand Stephanie White playing her off ball because the way she's being guarded, she's going to get injured. So, but she needs the ball once they break past half court, is my opinion.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Bluegrass. I agree. We should have kept Brown and
Sounds good.
cut Howard and Colston. Then we could have easy. We could have probably went younger. We could have probably had Bree, Jalen Brown, and we probably could. Well, I was. That's why this roster needs to be 15, 14 to 15, because stuff like this, you don't
Yeah.
have. They keep saying they got depth, but you really need depth at 14 to 15 on roster spots, because then you could pull everybody to to play certain or play a certain style if you need to. It's hard to play a certain style when you don't even have depth at the main position, which is the
Yeah.
point guard position. So that's kind of what's bothered me the most a little bit about this is that I wish we had more roster spots, but they're gonna have to figure if Colston's gonna be out for a long period of time, and I don't think she's gonna be out. I
Ooh, Bluegrass said cut DB or trade.
Nah,
No, I would
nah,
keep
I would
DB.
not keep DB. DB game is more valuable than Howard's game is. She
Yeah.
just ain't being used correctly. The way Stephanie White was using DB in Connecticut is she's not nowhere utilizing her the same way she's over here with the Indiana Fever, and that's what's kind of frustrating because we know DB's game. Hmm. They ain't got no, they ain't got no what pieces.
Pizzazz.
Pizzazz, yeah, no, yeah. But I mean, so I can't really say cut DB, because I think Howard has shown a lot of regress, a lot of bad play, you know, and I think Mitchell's hand might be more of an issue than she's letting on.
Yeah.
Because like now she had a good shooting game. Well, that one game against Atlanta when they lost by one, when it was like 90-91, and Mitchell, Caitlin, and Aaliyah Boston went off that game.
Mm.
And that was it. You ain't seen Mitchell no more since then, since that game.
She's
She went
always been a streaky shooter, though.
she went into the bunker and went high for cover because they was throwing hand grenades and bombs at her. So
Oh God, Howard has a ball and she's doing Howard things. Oh, oh, but she passed the ball out. All right, Lexi from the corner drains a three.
yep, Lexi, thank you.
9 point lead. 9 point game. We could
And it
still
still
pull
got
it out.
time. It still got time. It's still going on 6 minutes left, under 6 minutes left, 7 minutes left.
DB should at least 10 rebounds. Oh, let's check the box score. I haven't checked the box score in a while. So, Indiana, Howard 7 points, 4 rebounds. Boston 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Mitchell 11 points. She's Mitchell took 12 shots. Oh,
Wow.
she's 3 for 12 from the field. 0 for 4 for the three. Oh my goodness. Lexi Hall 9 points, 4 for 6 from the field. All right, so Dewana Bonner has one. Oh, she only has 1 rebound. But the thing with Bonner is she's playing more of the three. She's
Yeah.
playing kind of like the wing and the corner. She's not in the paint like she has been. So that's
Yeah.
why her rebounds aren't as high as they have been because she's playing in a different position this
Oh
game, it
man.
seems. Is that
Something say.
Cunningham?
Yep, she hurt
Wait, what happened?
her ankle.
Oh, snap. Is that JC Sheldon again?
Boy, we falling apart. Good.
Oh. Oh, that's not good. She's not moving.
Mm,
Oh. Oh, we're
mm.
done. We're done. We're done. We're done. Oh, she's crying.
Yeah, I see
Oh,
her.
oh God. I think that's the same ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I hate to see it, but oh man. That's Sheldon. Oh, that was on a Dota. Is that a Dota or whatever her
Mm.
name is down in the paint? Who was next to Sheldon?
I think that was a Dota.
That was on her because
Mm.
Sheldon wasn't looking. Then she should have yelled screen or something because she just ran right into her, and I don't think Sheldon saw her until very last minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is. Oh, you can see it
Ooh,
by
yeah.
Caitlin's face. This is not, and we have no one who's going to fill Cunningham shoes. You got to put Bree Turner in.
Mm-hmm.
She's still not. This isn't good.
Hold on for a second.
Oh, bluegrass. Sophie Cunningham is hurt. We think it's her ankle.
Yeah, she twisted. I seen when she twisted.
Oh man. Ooh. Oh, she's not putting weight. Oh, this is not. Oh, she's done. She's not putting weight on that ankle.
No,
Ooh. Golly.
man. See, this is what we just talked about a few minutes ago. Roster spots. You need more roster spots.
This is three players, two in this game. We don't have like all this talk about depth and all that. We do not have depth. Not playing the way we want to play. We're done. We're done. There's no way. With Caitlin out, now Sophie and
Yeah,
Colson, I think they need to put Turner in for Cunningham. Oh, they got
and
Howard
Sophie.
back in. They put Howard in for Cunningham. Okay, Howard got the rebound. Hand off to Kelsey, back to Howard. Howard driving, makes a layup. Oh, that totally bums me out, dude.
Yeah, I don't like. I ain't like. I didn't. It didn't bother me as bad when Costa went down, but it was a. You could tell it was a blow.
Yeah.
But losing Sophie again is it's really. I'm just like, she just really fought her way back from injury. Yep, V, shaking my head, man.
Oh, that's a big blow. And the way Kelsey's playing, if she keeps playing reckless like that, she's going to
Yeah,
be next because she keeps taking hard falls and her shot's still not falling.
come on, Mabry, you fouled. Stop looking like like you didn't do nothing.
She always does that though. Caitlin does too. I mean, they
Yeah,
both do it. They both
Caitlin.
do
Oh,
that.
Caitlin has a bad one.
Yeah.
She makes me laugh. She's like, "Open your eyes."
she plays too much.
Yeah, you can't tell when she's serious or not because she's.
Oh, nice bank, DB. All right, we're back in the game. 4 points. 4 point game.
Oh man, come on, come on! I want us to win this game just because now we hurt.
Maybe how was that not a foul? She extended her arm. No way. Ooh. Ooh. Back to Howard. Go, Howard, go. Oh. She misses too many layups, man. That
Yeah.
was wide open. I can't with this team. Mabry just blew right by Lexi. DB bringing the ball up.
Oh my
Driving.
God,
Woo!
Howard! That.
Step back. DB with the step back. Oh, and she drained it. 1 point game.
Oh, give it a DB. Give it a DB.
Woo! Oh,
Oh,
that was
I like
tough.
that. That step back was nasty for real.
Oh, that
Look at
that was
Clark.
crazy. DB with the step back.
That
Woo!
was yeah, that was nice.
Whoop! Yo, did you see Charles' shot? That was tough.
Yeah,
Oh, I think that was a foul. I don't think that counted though.
she traveled.
Oh, is that what it was? I
Yeah, she
missed it.
traveled. Oh, and we took the lead.
Oh, I might. How am I behind?
I'm looking at it on the app. I just on
Oh,
it. We took the lead.
Austin. Boston, yep, now we took the lead. I got you.
Oh, and it's a 4-point play too. Oh no, oh, no,
Oh.
4-foot shot. My bad. Read that wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh. Oh, come on, Boston. Get up with those hands.
I
Blocked
know.
it. Let's
Oh,
go. Oh, foul? Is that a foul on Boston again? How many fouls does she have? Oh, she's got 4 fouls.
mm,
Who was that foul? That's her 5th foul? That was on Boston.
yeah. That's
Look at
why I
her.
say
What's that?
that's a block. That was a block shot. That was a block shot.
She can't win in the paint. She gets like blown for fouls all the time. Boston cannot win in the paint.
Hmm.
All right, Kelsey's bringing the ball up again. I do not like that, but she's got the ball. Oh, she passed the ball. All right, she passed it to Boston. DB going back door. Oh, step back again.
Hey,
Let's go.
DB is not playing.
Woo! Lexi with the defense. There we go. Oh,
See, that's
buddy.
oh,
Oof.
uh,
Look at Caitlin.
hey, DeWanna Bonner got that serious look on her face. Hey, whoever said DeWanna Bonner needs to go, you're wrong. I told you. I told you.
Oh, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, damn. They regained the lead. It's all right. All right.
Mm,
DB bringing the ball up. Ooh, she got handles. All right. Oh, Lexi on Mabry. Lexi. Oh, she lost the ball.
mm.
Damn. Bluegrass said,
Har-
okay, keep DB.
Hartley, she knocked a nice shot down.
Who?
Hartley, the one that she had hit that three.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That, yeah. All right, so the lead's back up to 4. All right, Boston's got the ball. I don't like her being at the top of the key. Lexi in the corner.
Mhm.
Splash. Way to come alive, Lexi. All right, come on, Kelsey. Don't foul. Let's go. Come on, leg sleep. Come on, leg sleep, Lexi. Ah, oh, Mabry, man. They let her get hot.
Mm-mm.
Back to a
Mm.
3-point game. She's got 26 points.
Oh,
Mabry.
I know. I don't know why the Fever wait too late to stop playing now. I guess all these
Damn.
injuries. Mary just got that. She has that. Oh, she reminds me of an NBA player. Just she just moves so slow with it, but then it's so efficient.
Well, she's got a good stroke.
Yeah, she
I mean,
does.
she's a sniper. It's just like if she's cold, she's cold. But if you let her get hot, man, they're falling. She's making it
Yeah,
rain.
they. That's wow.
If we can pull this one out, though, because this is a game that they should. This is out of their 4-game stretch. This is one of the games that they should win. And if they
Yeah.
don't win this, they're screwed. Because I don't see them beating Washington again without Caitlin.
No, they ain't beating Washington. Washington is too strong. This is where now, with Sophie's gonna be out.
Colson's out.
Colson's gonna be out. Caitlin's already out.
Yeah.
So you really got Bonner, Howard, Lexi, Boston, DB, Turner, and
Mitchell.
Tipson. Mitchell and Tristan, you only got 8 bodies.
Yeah.
And I mean, you playing five, you can't. You're gonna have to rotate 3 in and 3 out, and you don't have no guards, and you can't play like this.
Mitchell, well, if Mitchell keeps playing like she's playing, she's going to be the next woman down.
Yeah.
Like Stephanie White needs to have a talk with her because she's been reckless this. Oh, DB with the deep three. Oh, airball. But she's been reckless this game, Kelsey. Damn, we're only down by 3, but oh
Mm-hmm.
crap. Mabry's got the ball on Lexi. DB with the block. Oh, Lexi with the rebound. Oh, is that going to be a jump ball? Oh, that should be a foul. That should be a. Did they call that a jump ball? Oh, they did. Are you kidding me?
They call a jump ball. Let me. I gotta go
Yeah.
back.
She went over her back. What? Stephanie White, she's got a challenge left, right?
I think so. She won. She won the last challenge, so she should be able to challenge again.
Oh, but you need a full timeout. Does she have a? Oh, I can't believe she didn't challenge that. Oh, that. Oh.
Mm.
And they're running that clock out. Howard, what are you doing? Oh, she just blew right by her. Oh, Howard with the rebound. Timeout. Oh man. We got to tie it. We have to shoot a 3. Now they're going to be all up in that perimeter. So I'm
Yeah.
curious what Stephanie White's going to do because a 2 is not going to cut it. I think we're done. I don't think we're going to win this game. There's no way. Damn.
Mm-mm.
This was brutal.
The only exciting part was the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, the first quarter.
Yeah, the first quarter and the last 2 minutes.
Oh man.
Sophie and Sid Colson going down. Oh, Sid Colson going down changes everything. They started playing reckless. Then Sophie went down, and then they found some life. This is not going. They're gonna have to find now. If they do not be able to bring some people, at least 2 people in on a contract,
Yeah.
um, right now, because they're not gonna be able to play. Their next game is not until Tuesday.
Right.
So if their next game is not until Tuesday, they have to be able to bring somebody in. And plus, they're gonna have to find out the extent of both of their injuries too.
I mean, it depends on how bad Colson's because I haven't seen any
Yeah,
updates, so I don't know what her injury
they,
is.
yeah,
She could play Tuesday, depending on what it is. So Colson could be
yeah,
back, but I don't see Cunningham coming. Not the way she left the court. I don't. I
yeah.
don't.
That might be a high ankle sprain this time.
Yeah. All right, they need a 3. Don't give it to. Oh, don't give it to Kelsey. She's been cold. Kelsey, we don't need a 2. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, and then they failed Mabry. It's over. What? What are you doing?
Mm,
And they didn't waste enough time off the clock.
nope.
Oh, she was
I
trying to
think
get.
he's
She
just
was trying to get the and one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is over. This is over. I can't believe we're literally going to lose all 4 of these games without Caitlin. Caitlin needs to come back for that New York game. Not just because I'm going to be there,
Yeah.
but there is no way in hell we're going to beat New York without Caitlin.
Honestly, I mean, If Sophie and doggone Costa don't be back, we definitely gonna have to figure out who we need because even with Caitlyn, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough unless you know Stephanie White got a magic wand somewhere.
Uh,
So we might be down what 3 points
no, we're down
still.
one right now.
No,
Well, we're about to be down, yeah, three. Because if she makes her free throws, yeah, now we're down two. But we're down.
well
It's
she
like,
missed one. She was down two. Yeah,
yeah, we're down two, but there it's like 5.8 seconds left. Mitchell was trying to do the and one, and she
yeah.
didn't get the call. But she didn't take enough time off the clock. I don't know. I didn't like that. Oh shit! What are you doing? Why are you giving it back to Kelsey? Air ball. It's over. Game over.
Yeah,
I can't believe we. This is a game we should have won.
another one. I mean, we were down what 15 in the third, going into the
Yeah.
fourth. Bluegrass and see y'all
Next
next.
year, dude.
Oh my gosh.
This one hurt because we should have won this game. Like there was no reason we should have lost this game. And on top of that, we should have won this game. And not only did we lose, we lost two of our players.
Yep.
What a shit
Mm.
show. Oh man, that's terrible.
Yep. Rose say, "Yep, another one, another one."
Oh, so bad. She needs to White needs to figure out these rotations. Who
Yeah,
do we
this
got?
what.
We got Chicago next, right? Or we got
No, we got
Washington again?
Washington again. Yeah, we got
Washington
Washington.
again.
Yeah, we got Washington again.
That's on Tuesday. That's our next game.
Yeah, that's Tuesday. That's Pride night.
Yeah, she
Then,
needs to figure these rotations out
so
because
I'm gonna run. Let me run this. I'm gonna run the schedule real quick. We have okay. We just lost to the Sun, so we're going into June. We got the Mystics, and that's when the Commissioner Cup starts. So we won't win the Commissioner Cup. So we got the Mystics, we got the Sky, we got the
yeah,
Dream, we got the Liberty, then we got the Sun again on the 17th, and then the Valkyries, and then the Aces and the Storm. Bruh, that is not gonna be good. That is not good.
if Caitlin's not back by if she's not back by the New York game, yeah, we're done. We're toast. Like we're literally we may go into not having Caitlin Clark. We may actually be 0-4 without her. We're not
I
beating Washington on Tuesday. There's no way. Not without
I
Sophie.
I said this. I don't. They gonna reevaluate Caitlin um in 2 weeks, and it's not guaranteed that she's gonna be back.
Exactly.
Because I predict Caitlin to come back just before the All Star break. That was my
Yeah.
predict. That was my prediction. And now that Sophie and Colson's hurt,
Yeah.
the only if they gonna have to get some bodies that could really play guard play, bring in some guard play. That's the only way I see Caitlin decide to come back if they pick up another guard, somebody and another big, somebody that could play in there. When they waited too late to put Turner on a Dota,
Yeah.
they waited too late for that, and then when the one thing I don't like when they switch too much. The Fever switch off their man like if your man setting the screen, go over that screen to stay with your man and allow
Yeah.
your because when you get a big and a small crisscross, then that hurts the whole play because then it leads to easy buckets. They
You're
gotta learn to
talking
stop.
like Mabry and Howard, that mismatch.
Yeah, you cannot switch. You cannot switch off, and I see them do it a lot of times. They get cross matches all the time. Teams get cross matches with the Fever all the time, and the Fever does not. They don't stay with their man.
No.
To me, I think the best way for the Fever to play defense is zone or 2-3 zone. They have to play something that's going to be helpful for to keep players in front of them,
Right.
especially 3-point shooters, and
Yeah.
where they could crash to the board and get the rebound. They're pretty good at rebounding, but they need that where they don't have nobody crashing. Soon as they start scrambling around and out of position, and somebody hits a long shot, one of the other team's players crashes the board, sneaks right in to get a rebound. They need to find some kind of through a man coverage or a 2-3 zone where they could keep everything in front of them because they're getting beat too much to the basket,
Yeah.
and that'll keep Leo Boston out of foul trouble.
No, I think I totally agree. And I think Stephanie White is supposed to be a defensive coach. And while our defense looks okay, I don't think it looks much better than last year's defense. Like
Mm-mm.
we're not making a lot of stops, and that's why we're not able. We had some fast breaks today, thankfully, but we're
Yeah.
not getting more fast breaks because we're not getting stops on the defensive end of the court.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to hurt our offense because our offense was built supposedly to run, which we haven't seen yet this year. But we can't run if we don't play good defense, and I think that's yeah, they need to. I think it's a rotation thing. Honestly, I don't think they have the right players on the court at the right time, and they don't have the right mix of players
Mm-hmm.
on the court at the right time. I think we have the talent. I think we have the defensive talent. We have the offensive talent. I think it's there. I think it's just we're not putting the right combinations together yet.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. V said, I don't see defense adjustments. We get beat by the same stuff, and there is no
Yep.
in-game adjustments. Yeah, that is true.
Yep.
And you don't have too many games that you have to feel. You got to feel out and fill out the roster. It just doesn't. It's we way past that now. The first, I mean, we what 6 games in,
Yeah.
you if you look at other teams how they play more smoother, more crisper. Even the excuse me, the Mystics, they are the youngest team in the league, and they play way more fluid. And I think that's one of the things that I heard a lot of teams say. Even Natasha Cloud, I'm, not a huge fan of hers, but she said that New York allows them to play freely. They get to play freely.
Right.
I think that's what this team needs to do. This team needs to play freely, not being in a constricted from certain ways to play. They need to just play. Look at the Valkyries. The Valkyries play freely. The first thing I listened to the coach from the Sparks and from the Valkyries, the first thing they say, we're gonna run and we're gonna shoot a lot of threes.
Yeah.
And they do that. They play real freely. Even with Kay Martin is not seen the floor yet because she's been, banged up too.
Yeah.
But the team plays freely. They play real freely. They in games. They they play great defense and stuff like that. So to me personally, I just think that right now they got to find bodies to replace them because I if they go in just with what the 8 or 9 people that they or the 8 people that they had, they're gonna wear down and they're gonna risk another injury,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna be really looking bad. Now I don't like doing conspiracy theory things,
Oh no.
but this I I wonder if the Fever say, you know what, the new CBA come next year. There's going to be a bunch of free agents. Let's see what we could do this year. Or if this thing don't work out, we could tank and get a better draft pick for next year, and then build this team the right way and go forward. I mean, we have seen crazier stuff and have heard crazier stuff. So I would not put it past because you got Flage coming out. You got uh, Olivia Miles coming out. Miles coming out. You
Yeah.
got Laura Betts coming out.
Yeah. Laura Betts is a beast.
Me personally, say if the Fever did do this, If they was to able to get their hands on a Laura Betts with a Caitlin Clark
Ooh.
and a Leo Boston,
Oh, that's dangerous.
I'll be happy.
Yeah.
But I, until that time may appear, if this goes away, we don't think it goes, and we revisit this back late in the year, just know that I said this on the day.
He's like, let the record show.
Let the record show. Let's timestamp this today that I said this. Hey, so and honestly, I would see if you had a point guard like Olivia Miles on this team, like say coming off the bench
Yeah.
and playing that free flowing game, she thrives into that. And you could easily have somebody like and having Caitlin off ball would have been perfect because you got a person that could pass, like
Correct.
Caitlin. That's what you need. You need a person that really could understand how to play behind Caitlin. Or Lucy also would have been good. Grace Berger would have been good.
Yeah.
You have somebody that could pass like similar to Caitlin, not as you not like Caitlin, but you have that threat of finding the open man. They
Yeah.
don't have that threat. And that's
Nope.
what's really hurting them. And that's why you see so much one-on-one with this team. Even when DeWanda Bonner is out on the perimeter and Lexi and Sophie is on the perimeter, Boston has a hard time getting the ball back out to them because they crashing in on her.
Yeah.
Then you got Howard down there crowding the paint as well, is not stretching it out because that's almost like having Alyssa Thomas again.
Yep.
I mean, Alyssa
I
Smith
know,
again.
Melissa Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what was the biggest thing. Natasha Howard is the older version of Alyssa Smith. She just she turns the ball over a lot more. She dribbles with her head down. Um, she doesn't stretches the floor. And just go back to what you're saying, you do need a Dantas, somebody in there to could stretch that floor to be a threat because if you had that if you had Cece, Mitchell, Bonner, Lexi, Dantas and Boston, you could easily play physical and inside out because Dantas could stretch the floor. She could set screens, Boston inside out. She could find the open man on both corners or at the top and bring the ball
Yeah.
back to Caitlin. Then, if Caitlin has the shot, guess what? You have Dantas, Boston, and DeWanna Bonner down there to get rebound. And
Right.
flying Lexi or fly by and get the rebound as
Did
well.
you call fine? Call leg sleeve Lexi.
Leg sleeve Lexi, yeah. So now it's gonna be very interesting to see now from this point because the bodies has hit the floor.
Well, I think like teams aren't stupid, right? The teams
Mhm.
have the scouting report just like the Fever do, and the problem is Caitlin's out, right? Cece's out. So who's number one on their scouting report now? Boston, right?
Mhm.
It was the Caitlin Clark
Yep.
uh, Boston duo. So now they're scouting, and now she bumps up to number one on their scouting report, and that means she's now the double team. Now she's going to
Mhm.
get all the defense drawn to her. So they need to figure out a way to get the ball to keep feeding Boston the ball because that's what kept them. That's part of what kept them in the game today.
Mhm.
Because last game she had 5 shots. This game she had 10. So she doubled it. She had 17 points and she was 8 for 10.
Yeah.
So they need to figure out a way to feed her the ball. But the problem with that is we don't have playmakers, like you said. We don't have people with that passing ability. So that comes back to coaching. Stephanie
Mhm.
White needs to draw up plays to get Boston open or to get her the ball. And I don't see those adjustments being made by Stephanie White. That's on coaching.
Yeah.
So they need to figure that out because until they figure that out, I don't see us winning very many games without Cece if they don't
No.
figure out how to get Boston the ball.
We we might be at the bottom of we might be the last we might be at last place because I'm looking at all of these teams. I'm looking at the Valkyries playing tough.
Mm.
We only got 2 wins. They could easily get. We gonna lose. We gonna be the. I'm telling you, we about to be in last place by next week.
I'm trying to see. Uh, where's the Standings. Here we go. So we are. Oh, buddy. Yeah, we're ninth. So we're outside of. We're even outside of playoff contention
Yeah,
right now. Valkyrie's got that last spot.
yeah.
We
The
fell
Valkyries.
two and
Yep.
four.
So Connecticut right now, if you look at it from the bottom to the top, Connecticut just got their win.
Yeah.
Dallas just got their win,
Chicago just
but
got theirs.
Chicago just got theirs. LA, so we down there with LA.
Yeah.
So if you really look at it from that standpoint, if this was a draft right now, Chicago wouldn't even get that pick because that's Minnesota's pick.
Oh yeah, because they
Yeah,
traded.
yeah. So if I was Chicago, I would try to win as many games as I can to move up to give Minnesota a late first round pick, not an
Yeah.
early first round pick. I won't give them no beneficial. And then the Fever right now, they six. They one, two, three, four, five, six. They sixth place from the bottom right now. They 2-4. They're gonna probably fall more than that because they're gonna lose to the Mystics. Then they're gonna have Connecticut again coming up. You know what
I
I'm
thought we
saying?
played. When did we play? I thought we played Chicago. So we're playing.
So we got so
We
so
got
we
Washington on the third, and then we got. This doesn't go past the fifth. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to see. Okay, so we have. Okay, so we play Chicago on June 7th. So when did Caitlin go out? She went out this week, right?
yeah
So
she went
one, two. So she should be back by the time we play New York on the 14th. If
yeah
not, if not, we're definitely losing New York if she's not
yeah.
back.
So we gonna lose to the Mystics. We gonna lose to the Sky. We gonna lose to the Fever. I mean, we gonna lose to the Dream, and hopefully Caitlin comes back. If she doesn't come back on the 14th, we gonna lose to the Liberty. And
Yeah.
then I don't. I think Caitlin might come
Damn.
back. I think Caitlin might come back on the 17th when we play the Sun again. That's a home game.
Oh, really?
That's a back-to-back home game because they got the Liberty at home and they got the
Yeah.
Sun at home. So
I
that's the
think
back-to-back.
I think it'll be smarter for them to have her come back if she's ready against New York. I don't want her coming back her first game back against Atlanta because if Ryan Howard guards her like that's just
Yeah.
asking for trouble.
So that's why I say to me, the next what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, I would not bring her back until the Sun on that Tuesday night against the Sun because then they play the Valkyries next and then they go into the Aces to go to the
Oof.
Aces.
Aces
So
are terrible this year too, though. Where are they
yeah,
in the standings? They're not doing very well either, though.
no, they up
But
there.
they're in
They like
sixth place, though. They're there.
so to me, the next 5 games, I would not even worry about playing CC. She to her to come back to play against the Sun to get that win, and then the Valkyries that'll move them up to. There will be what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They be 9. They be 3-9 at that point. So they could easily turn. They could turn it around from that point. They could easily turn that season around from that point.
I mean, last year we were
Somebody
one
said they
and
think,
1-8, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So me personally, I want top teams. I won't even let CC play against her. I allow her to heal and come back at this particular time, and then by that time you should have your roster pretty much back settled a little bit more. Depends on Sophie and whatever the
yeah.
so somebody said the tickets might be 99 cents at the
I know
time.
I saw.
Those ticket prices might be not. Man, I'm telling
Dude,
you.
the Sky game. They were selling tickets, what was it, for $7.09 or something
Yes,
crazy like that?
yes. And then we go to Chicago for that they go to Chicago at the United Center. That's gonna be a you're gonna probably get tickets for $1.
Telling you, they're gonna be giving them away.
All of the Fever home games probably gonna be the only ones that's gonna have people in the stands.
Well, Atlanta. No, what team? What team moved to the larger Washington? I think they
Yeah,
had
11,000.
11,000 and
But they didn't
something.
even move to the they didn't even move to Capital One Arena. They moved to some little rinky dink arena in that
Yeah,
seats
but
14,000 in
that 14.
Baltimore.
Yeah, but that's more than what their stadium sits.
Yeah.
I think their stadium only
No,
holds like less than what was it 8,000 something.
yeah. He said this league fixing to lose hella money on these tickets and TV stations
Telling
losing
you.
money on viewership. Yeah, it is because I'm telling you, right now, the only way this was going, the Fever has to make it all the way to the championship game. That's the only way they're gonna survive it. And right now,
Yeah.
it's gonna be bad because Cece's not playing no time soon. It's gonna be towards the end of this month before she come back. So
I
to
want to
be
be
able to,
greedy. I want her to come back to New York only because I'm going to be at that game.
hey, I don't blame you for that. I got to see her in person too, so yeah, I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you for that. But I'm cautioning you ahead of time.
Oh,
So I do want to go to one of their home Indiana's home games though. When she
yeah.
do come back, so that's gonna be pretty good.
You should come
Uh,
to New York. You should come to the New York game. Hopefully, she'll be in that game. But that's an indie. Those tickets must be like 50 cents by now.
matter of fact, I might end up looking at that.
Because that's going to
So
be a good game.
what game is that? That's on the
That's the one
Saturday.
that's
That's the
on the
14th.
14th.
Ooh,
I
I
think
might.
she has to be back because she was shooting threes, she was jumping, she was doing all sorts of stuff. I think she misses Atlanta and she's back for that New York game.
Mm. Well, let me look at
I don't
tickets
know.
to see what tickets look like. I might have to,
Actually, I'm gonna pull it up now because I got mine. I
I might
bought
have,
mine and my husband's, and I think they were
cause that game is
80
what?
something dollars.
Actually, that game is like at 3 o'clock.
It's Saturday afternoon. Yeah,
Yeah.
buy tickets online. I'm curious now what they are. Vivid seats date. I'll tell you what they are. I know we got upper like we did we got I just got the cheapest tickets for us just because I just want I don't
The balcony level 231 is at $40 right now.
yeah, I bought ours. I bought both of our tickets like 89 a piece or 85 a piece.
I might have to snatch them.
Yeah, $40.
I might have to
Ooh.
fly. I might have to fly out. I might
Yeah.
have to I might have to switch my day. Switch the I might have to switch see if I could
Huh.
switch my
Where are we
Friday.
sitting? Hold on, I'll tell you where we're sitting. We got like I said, we got the cheap seats cuz I'm not one of those people that need to sit courtside. I'm just like whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so we're sitting in the you're going to fly out now? That'll be funny as hell.
He said tickets about to be 30 cents.
I'm telling you, man.
Man, I'm wilding. Mm-mm.
That's so bad though.
Yeah.
Like for a home game, you would think there would be more than that. Like that's terrible.
Right. Oh my gosh.
The Indiana Fever tickets have always been cheap though. They've been like 70 something dollars because they have such a large stadium. They
Yeah.
fit almost 18,000 in there. They sell out every game, so they don't need to overcharge. So their tickets have always been reasonable.
Yeah. Let me see. So
Trying to see.
I probably oh next Saturday I'll probably do a live again for that Sky game just to see what's going on. I try to I don't want to not watch the game, whatever. I just want to see. I hope they add some people too. I hope they add some people, with this injuries and stuff. That's the main thing
Oof.
that's kind of concerning right now.
When is
So
the Sky game again?
it's the 7th next Saturday.
Next Saturday?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I might be able to go live with you if you want to go live again.
sure, yeah, that'll be cool. So yeah, just let me know through the week and everything. I gotta I got 6% to charge up on my dog on my iPad now.
Oh,
So
geez. But
yeah.
yeah, let me know if you end up buying a ticket to that
Oh
to
yeah,
that
I
New
definitely
York
will.
game.
I'll let you know. I definitely know. I gotta see how I can work out my schedule first. I'm gonna see
Yeah,
if I can get some people to switch with me.
that's
So
funny.
if I could if I could try to take Friday off and have somebody switch with me on a Sunday, that'll be cool. I could just fly out a day early.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah. So
you
yeah.
get that 30-cent ticket.
I know. Hey, well, Nicole, I appreciate you joining me. It was good talking
Yeah.
to you. I enjoyed it, even though it was brutal to watch, but hey, it was, whew, man, I don't know. The injury report is going, I think we probably won't find out the injury status until tomorrow. So,
Yeah, no, no. It's like 10 o'clock. Probably not. Like
yeah,
Sydney Colson didn't look super. I mean, she walked off. Like she was walking, but that
yeah.
Sophie Cunningham one has me a little worried.
Yeah. Sophie Cunningham, definitely because of the way she is. And she usually pretty durable. And she done had two ankle injuries. She stepped on Ryan Howard. Now this one, she turned trying to fight over a screen. So, oh
Yeah,
man.
man.
So, but
Well, before I let you before we sign off, I just want to thank the 70 plus people that were hanging out with us. Thank you for hanging out with us crazies tonight.
yeah,
We'll keep you guys posted if we ended up doing this again on the 7th.
most definitely. So we know how we do all the time. This is Live Wire Sports, and this is the Nicole Marie. And you can follow her on YouTube. If you look down at the banner, you can see both our handles down there. So give her a follow. She got some great stuff over there. So continue support and everything. And guys, thank y'all for coming in. As always, you know where I'll be at. I might do a follow-up video. Oh, Rose, this your first time in the chat? Well, you got to come back. Got to come back. Yay. Got to come back. So, I might do a post game video, not too long, but pretty get to the point. But until then, this is Live Rock Sports. This is Nicole Marie. Until the next time, you know what it is, because of what I always say. If you don't know, now you know.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.